Good morning, people. It is Monday, the 7th of October. Welcome to TDA, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture, as defined by the culture. And as always, we're brought to you by the best in the business. Introduce yourself, everyone.
Call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That's it. That's where it stops. I'm your boy, 6 plus a pure temptation, Big Moss from the east side of the bridge. Good morning, people.
All right, can we get a proper review of your vacay? I didn't feel enough sun from your review last time.
Well, we didn't really get a review. You didn't ask me for a review.
What did you get up to, bro? Like, did you go travel You've been to Puerto Rico before, innit?
Where?
Not Puerto Rico, was Dominican Republic.
The Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
I've been before.
All right, so you didn't see anything new? Experience anything different?
Nah. You know what it was? I saw something I've never seen before in my life. I saw an American youth, have a swimming cap on. So you know a swimming cap? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what a swimming cap is, isn't it? Like the waterproof thing, yeah. But then he had his bandana on underneath it. You know, like dropping out. You know, like old school, like if you wear the fitted cap and then the bandana's open, so the bandana's out underneath the cap. He done that underneath his swimming cap.
That's insane.
That is, you know, the good thing. I know you might not think it sounds like nothing here, but think about what I'm telling you. You get me, like, because to see that, was bonkers. I don't understand if this was a fashion thing or if it was a Now, I don't know, the bandana might serve some purpose absorbing, I don't even know. But he thought he was killing it, like big dripping with the bandana hanging out underneath the thing. And I said, no, you see, Americans, they are really the gift that keep on giving. But the DR was cold. I thought I was gonna feel like I had too long. Because usually towards the end of the holiday when you start winding down and that, you're like, I could have been back 2-3 days ago. But I didn't feel like that. It was dope. I think DR needs a bit more excursions. Like, from the same time I went there 2 years ago, there's no real variation on the excursions and stuff that you can do. It's all the same shit. If I go somewhere like Mexico, I feel like I got more choice of different random things to do. So that could be it. But apart from that, nah, man, it was more of the same. Obviously, philanthropy, I was breaking off. I had about, I don't even know how many ones I had, you know. I had so many ones to tip these, man, and they were all and they're all gone. You get what I'm trying to say? So I was just laying down foundations in the community. Just popping off.
Was it American dollars you were using?
Yeah.
Does that really, really stretch in DR?
It must do, man. They prefer dollars. They don't want pounds because no one wants to. No one really uses them over there. So even though they're strong, it's long to change it and all that kind of stuff. So they don't want to think. They want the dollars. The American dollars is what hit home. You know what I'm trying to say? Better than them pesos. They're not pesos, are they? What are they? Dominican pesos or Dominican dollars? Probably Dominican dollars. I think. Like 6,500. I think 6,500 Dominican dollars was $100 US. So you could do your thing with
How much
dollars.
is a loaf of bread though? How much is a breakfast?
I don't know, you know. And then when you go over there, they give you everything's tourist prices, isn't it? Like they load.
Give you tourist tax.
Yeah, they do the tourist tax, so they lump on everything. So you can't get nothing over there for cheap. They be you get me, just be adding it on. So I don't even know how much bread cost. I went to the shop. Wait, what did I try to get from the shop? Oh no, that was liquor though. I don't know, man. Just it's not. It probably is cheap in the streets. I think they stretch the money still. Like once they get it and they go back where they're going and use their shops and use their people, I think they stretch it far. But when you're doing the tourist thing.
Did you stay in a villa? Like a shared accommodation?
We was gonna get a villa, but then we was gonna get a villa on top of on the resort because we was on the resort as well.
you
Innit?
on the result, okay.
We was on the re. Did you see that footage that I put up on the?
I didn't watch your stuff.
Why?
Because I think, you know, like how when it is that you watch football sometimes and you think if you stop watching it, your team's going to win after like they go up 1. If I watch your stuff, I don't think you'll come back. so I hate. I hate to pray.
That's so cold.
Yeah, and if it is Esther comes in, she's like, "Oh, he's having a good time." I'm like,
It's like, great.
Great story,
No,
bro.
I posted more than I ever posted going away, and it wasn't a lot. But it was more than ever. That counts for something. It
does.
So we're making progress.
This is it.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
This is it.
But that day when there was a couple going crazy in the pool, Brent, yeah?
What do you mean?
Like, they was basically just having sex in the pool.
Right, okay.
But I don't think they was trying to,
Yeah.
but I think they was too drunk to, if that makes sense. But they was going for it, like, in front of everybody. I was sitting there on the side of the pool, I was just filming it. It was broad daylight.
Are you filming them?
Yeah.
Oh, man, what do you think about that?
I mean, I saw it.
No, what do you think about them mind their business and then people just deciding that they want to
How are they
film them?
minding their business? They're putting their business on show for everyone.
That is true.
So tell me something. I need to know what has changed in us where we see something and we just feel the world also needs to see this, but from our lens.
It's not from our lens. It's everyone needs to see this. Everybody was watching it, so it's not the camera's not the problem. It's not like it was a private moment that I caught and then I took my phone out and broke their privacy and shared it to the world unbeknownst to them. There was hundreds of people there that was privy to this that was going on. They didn't care. So the phone coming out is not changing nothing. It's not the big deal.
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying, but I'm only asking you because I have context of the previous trip that you went on where Taser was also present and a pool was also involved.
But they weren't
and
using the pool like
two people
that.
were also involved in that same dance, but it was 2 men.
What? What?
There is a story I have in my head where a pool was involved. 2 men were involved in the pool, right? And you,
Wait, when you say you, who, me?
as in it was in public.
Okay.
Yeah. There were people there watching, and it didn't end up on Instagram.
Was I there?
Yes. Do you want me to mute the mic?
Yeah.
All right.
Was Oh.
There we go. A pool was involved.
Oh. No, I don't. I think they was putting a bit of sauce on that story. I don't know if that's
you
exactly
didn't
what
see it?
happened. No, I didn't see that bit. I
If you had seen that bit, would you have filmed it for the world? Maybe. Oh my
Maybe.
gosh. That's nasty, man.
Maybe when people are being idiots, that's on them, innit? You gotta tell the truth and show the devil. There's nothing wrong with putting the camera out and showing them with their behaviour. But they was I think they were just intoxicated because you know what was funny, yeah? For like the next 2-3 days, yeah, they were just swanning around the resort like they didn't like it wasn't them.
Because they were minding their business, that's why.
They were just walking around, just holding hands, head high. I never saw them back in the pool again either. But they were just swanning around like it just weren't them. And at one point, her bikini bottoms was by her ankle.
What?
Yeah, like facts. Like her bikini bottom was by her ankle. I was like, oh my God. I don't think they was fully aware. And then like he tried to eat a pussy in the water, but then his mouth got filled with chlorine. So
That's what happens, no? He's telling us all about DR.
I proper watched him try to yam it in the water and then like get overwhelmed with current.
That's my iPad, please. That's my iPad.
So,
But you know what it was? Obviously, there was that was just like a one-off. It wasn't like that was something that happened every day. That was just a one-off thing. That was cool. It was
So what's the highlight of that particular trip for you?
What was the highlight of the trip? You know what it was? Just going away with my brethrens. Just going away with my brethrens, man. Because it's been a long time in the making. And obviously it was his birthday and that. It was his 40th birthday. And there was a few of us that's been friends since the sandbox and that. And that's the first time we've all been away together and that. So just being with my brothers and that. It was fun. It wasn't, it was, apart from, obviously that footage is going to say otherwise, yeah. But like, apart from that, it was a very wholesome trip.
Very clean.
What are you laughing for?
No reason.
Wait, there must be a reason.
No, because I just didn't. I feel like every time I saw your story, yeah, someone was up to some fuckery. And your commentary always made it worse. Like, you're like, if that was me, I would have.
But at that point, I would have though.
That's what made me laugh. So, you know how you say this wholesome? I'm like, that's not the version we got.
No, but that was not me. I didn't partake in it. I was just watching what was
but that's
going on.
what made it
And like I
funny.
said, that weren't like the pool wasn't like that
All the time.
all the time. Even though that was a treacherous pool though, because it didn't have like a cut-off time.
What do you mean? So, what do you mean?
Like the pool was just open
24/7?
24/7.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Don't most pools like close at like 10 or like...
Maybe, but maybe they're supposed to. I think it says it's closed at 10 on the side.
But people were just...
No one listened to it.
Really?
And that's the warmest water I've ever swum in my life. You could bath a baby in there. Like it's warm at like 2-3 in the morning. Like it feels like a bath. Like it's crazy. It was absolutely crazy. It was dope.
Where did you stay? Like, area? Where'd you go, Punta Cana?
Yeah. Punta Cana. That's nice. That's like a beachside town. I want to go Santo Domingo. I heard it's cold there. Because it's more city, more built up.
Yeah.
Like London or whatever, maybe. For instance, the Punta Cana's like coastal beach town, like Sky Southend or something like that. But it's far though.
I enjoyed DR though. I think DR, yeah, it's fun.
The weather's cold.
Why are you looking at me like that?
'Cause she's-
Please, I went when I was in a relationship with my partner, so I wasn't getting up to it.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's dope for vacation.
No, but you know what though? When I went on a vacation, I kept wishing my friends were there. Like I wish my friends were there and his friends were there, so we're there as a group together. Because
Yeah, he's probably wishing you weren't there.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. No, I had fun, but I did keep thinking, I wish my friends were here because I know that I would have had like not more fun, but do you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes group environments are better.
Yeah, no, it's dope.
But it's definitely a bit. You can go there on a vacation and with friends. I do want to go back though.
I haven't gone during like a busy period. I always go during the low time.
Well, when's a busy period? I went in Feb. Like I literally went before COVID.
I think from there it's all going. It's like similar to like how Dubai is and that because it gets too hot. It's like October, November, December is their
It's
time.
peak.
There's good times when it starts going. So I'm guessing January, February is alright as well. September, it's their rainy season, innit?
Okay.
And it's really hot, like super duper hot.
It's like humid.
Yeah, like it's crazy. So I think it starts to wind up like now, October, November, and all that. But I've only ever gone in September. But it's always been enough for me. So I was thinking like, wow, what's it like when it's
Oh, when there's proper pack out.
yeah, like when it's crazy? That
Did
must
you
be
meet loads
mad.
of Canadians? So when I
Yeah.
went, every black person that was there was from Canada. Like there was so many of them.
No, it's bare Americans and Canadians. This time, man, there was just so many South American people, and you might think that's natural over there, or whatever, but it felt almost like overwhelming. Like when I go to them places, like the Rio and all that, like there's like a strong black American presence. You know what I mean? Like
See, that wasn't my experience.
that's usually how it always is. Like they like take over the pools and that, and that's just the common denominator. Like the majority is like black American people. Usually when I go to them spots, but this time, man, the majority was them South American. They took the place over. They are crazy as well. Like crazy. Like all of them, like Peru, Chile, Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico, just anywhere you can think of. And I was just thinking, like, is there like some kind of special holiday or going on or something like that? Like, is it like a special occasion? Because why is there so many of them? Like I'm talking bare of them. like bare of them, and they just took the place over. But they're fun though. They're sick, and you know the wickedest thing because white girls in England and stuff and the Europeans got a bad deal, man. They got a raw deal.
Why?
They got the short straw.
Why?
Because them South American white girls are kind of different still. They're kind of clean.
I don't get it.
They're like they some of them are leng still. They just
No,
got a
but
bit
isn't that a thing though? Like Spanish, like most like Latinos
I guess so.
are like. I've even heard
Yeah, but
Latino
essentially,
women.
they're just white people though.
No, I know, but I've heard even Latino women say that they're hypersexualized. Like, do you got what I mean? Like from a young age, and like just you know how you always think. I think Melinda was talking about
they
it.
do that, and the Colombian things. Once they reach a certain age, they go get surgery. And all
That's
that.
what I'm.
They do their teeth.
I wasn't gonna say that, but
No, but I'm telling you, I don't know about the rest of them. But I know Colombia, it's a thing. They go like their teeth, their nose, or BBLs, whatever. Once they reach a certain age, it's like in their society, like if you ain't got that, you're shunned, like you're like little brokey or whatever it may be. But that's they all go and fix themselves up.
Emmanuel, do you see them as white girls?
Some of them are white though.
Yeah, but
some
how
of them are
he's
mixed.
talking about, it's like bare of them are.
They're all white. The black girl, because there's black Latinas, there's black. There's
I get what you
there's
mean.
Afro
There's
Latinas.
Afro-Latinas.
I've
Yeah.
seen there was black Colombian girls out there. Like, bro, I'm not talking about the black. I'm talking about the white people. They're all white.
Yeah.
They're all white.
From
They're
where?
just
Colombia?
Colombia, Venezuela, Peru, Chile, Mexico, Cuba, wherever it may be. Like all of them places, they're white people. As far as I'm concerned,
So you see them as white?
the white ones are. There's black ones as well.
I get what you're saying.
And their lineage would go back to Spain and them sort of people. Because you remember, not all of them are mixed, innit? So some of them would be like
No,
white.
I get it, but basically, I
Yeah,
guess
but
he's
I'm-
saying it's
I'm-
not a British thing. When he says white, they're just not black. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but when I hear Colombia, Cuba, them ones there, I'm thinking like the drug cartel and them ones there. And I'm not seeing majority of them as like white.
But they're
It's
white.
because they're Mediterranean, because they're olive skinned and stuff, so they give a bit
you
of
see-
spice to it. But they're white
But
people.
that's
So
Yeah.
Greek people are white as well, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
get
people are
it.
white, yeah.
And Cypriots and that.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
So it wouldn't be any different.
And Turkish people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're white people.
Because they're not black and they're not Asian. So unless you're making
These
up a
are
new
racist
subcategory,
motherfuckers.
no,
But
but unless
do
you're
they-
making up a
do
new
they-
subcategory,
Do they see themselves as white?
some of them
No.
don't.
I don't think they will. I think they will class
in Turkish
themselves.
people?
They'll class
I
themselves
know
as
Turkish people or Cypriot people or like people from like was it Algeria, Albania, wherever it may be. Like I've had conversations with those people and they do not. Maybe it's just personal to them. I'm not saying it's the whole culture, but the conversation I was having, they don't see themselves as white people.
No, but I don't think they do anyway. I think they see themselves as Turkish.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
say,
So
I'm Greek.
Look at what Jackie was saying when she was on. I think this is the same conversation where she was saying like Europeans don't call themselves white. Like a European will say I'm Spanish. They'll say I'm Italian. They'll say I'm from Algeria. Like they don't say I'm white. So she was talking about how with us, it's like we've got so many.
But I think a big part of that's because they want to differentiate themselves from white English people and French and those type of people. They're different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that usually what it is as well. Like they want you to know that I am not like these England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales folk. Like our things are a bit separate. You know what I'm saying? That's it to me.
Demure.
The spices, isn't it? The spices, but yeah, I think that you say so. You don't think they're white? Because I can see.
I don't class them, the Cubans and the Mexicans
Sorry.
and the Colombians. I don't class them as white.
but which ones though? Because remember that they're all mixed over there. Remember when
Yeah,
Daryl came in, there was like
in
40
my
different
head,
races?
in my head, the Afro Cubans are obvious.
Yeah.
Afro Mexicans are obvious. These are obvious things. But when it is you start getting lighter, I'm still not seeing them as white. It's only the white is that I'm saying, all right, cool, they're white Mexican. But people like Pablo Escobar and them man's there,
He's a white man to me.
cool. How about you, man?
I feel like he's probably mixed along the line, down the line somewhere. How do you see Kaka?
White.
Yeah, what about you, Brent?
I would say he's white,
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's white, man. That's how I see it.
but Kaka and Pablo Escobar are two different
That's what I'm
people,
saying. So to
Yeah,
me,
but I'm
someone
saying
like Escobar's
it's them
got
white man. Like all
a bit
them.
of mix.
Kaka's white. Obviously, Fred black. Ronaldinho and them man, they're black man, but there's white man. You know what I'm trying to say? And Pablo's a white man. I don't see how he's anything else. He's just there's Mediterranean or whatever maybe. What, is that what it's called? Is that what it is?
No, they wouldn't be Mediterranean.
It was
But-
just
okay,
spicy. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, they just got a little something in them. But he's white though. What else is he? Because they got other black man with them in the Colombian. The hitman. What's his name? Blackie.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You get what
No,
I'm saying?
there are differences between the black and the white, in which is you're now trying to tell me that's what I'm talking about. I'm not. I'm thinking there's way down the line there's little Taino mixed up in there.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Do you
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
not seeing him as white, Caucasian white.
I get what you're saying. The Taino. You have to learn about the Taino. The
Because there's some
Dominicans.
indigenous people over there, especially like Chile and Peru and them places. They're still there.
Yeah, because I saw their Mexican and they look like the Aztec, the
Exactly.
Mayan people, like
Exactly,
Asian-y, Mongol and all that. You know, like they look like proper. You could tell they're
Yeah.
proper indigenous, the Mexican band. So okay, goes. They're not. Yeah, for real, maybe is that white? Then that's not white,
No,
then, is it?
that's not right. No way.
Yeah, but they look a bit different even as well though. Them ones there, because then you get what I'm saying. I don't know. It's mad. But yeah, there was bare of them. They took the whole place over. You know what it is as well. English people are sick. I think we need to. I say we obviously. Actually, can you speak your language? You can't. Oh, no, you can't.
Excuse me?
Sorry, no, you can't.
I can actually.
No, you can understand it.
No, I can speak it, just not like.
Let's see. Here we go. The caveats.
No, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it rolls off my tongue. The thing is, I have to think about what I want to say. Like I can have a conversation, but sometimes I have to think, which is what annoys me. So it's not like second nature. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't have to think about speaking English. But I would say I can speak my language.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Well, I think English people need to learn how to speak different languages. Obviously, the Africans are lucky because they got the African dialect or maybe French or whatever. They can pattern up. Us, man, me, Brent, and that. We're just meaty.
No, but hold on.
Just meaty. Meaty. Ain't got nothing. Like, it's so whack. Like, nothing, you know? Like, this is crazy.
You
And
can
I'm
put
over
another
there.
language then.
I'm over there. I'm thinking, nah. If I could speak Spanish, I'll take over the world, you know. I'll take over the fucking
I've heard
world.
that Spanish is a fairly
Easy
language
yeah.
to learn.
As an adult, as a big man, they're all the same.
No, I think there's levels, man. I think try it. Download, is it Duolingo?
Sound like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
Maybe, but learning another language will come in handy. French or Spanish. What's more popular? French, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
But Spanish has got more.
I'm not gonna lie, razzle dazzle.
You get what I'm saying? Just a little.
It does.
What about Portuguese?
That's whack a bit.
Think so?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
I prefer. I would rather learn Spanish. I think.
Brazilians speak Portuguese as well, innit? Yeah, there's that. But I swear the Spanish can understand them though.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of like.
They can, very similar.
There's like a crossover.
Like you can do like the little broken thing, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Spanish is where it's at, man. Spanish is
Learn
cold.
Pigeon, man.
Huh?
Learn Pigeon. It's another language. It is.
Yeah,
I did that.
Sometimes I hate people speak Pigeon, and I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry. Literally.
You know, BBC's got a pigeon thingy.
I get bits of it. Sometimes it's a bit too.
What subtitles?
No, as in they've got a whole. You know how they got it in English.
Okay.
They got a whole thing in pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they interview people in pigeon, articles in pigeon, everything. Yeah.
Need to learn something, man. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. We're meaty, Brent.
Speak for yourself, bro.
What have you got in there?
I can speak love.
Speak the language of love. No, but it was a good wholesome trip, man. It was a good trip. I had a business meeting out there. That was cold.
Oh, serious? Dope.
For what? Well, we're not allowed to know.
Someone's trying to bring me over to Dubai to do some shows out there.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
So I had to have a meeting in Punta Cana about that because I'm international.
I love that for you.
This is how it gets, man. This is how it gets. This is what you could have had if you weren't fucking around.
You know what? I didn't even hear it. I just heard you laughing, and I thought, wait, hold on a minute. Shut up, man. Dickhead.
Yeah, man. Good wholesome trip now, and I'm ready. Last week I was still fucked up. Jet lag cooked me. Missed the last 2 days.
What's the time difference?
It's like 5 hours back. But I can't control where I'll just be passing that thing. be sitting up all night and all that. But I said I got this weekend to get myself together. So I think I'm all right now. I think I'm back.
Is it no behavior related Dubai?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like little fitness, little no behavior. That sounds like a nice link up.
Oh, beats and bands.
I'm saying that Dubai money. She's a whole brand.
Beats and bands and no behavior. I think the brands are lying.
Wait, how? How? Make it make sense. Explain to me how. Set the scene. Set the scene. About 100%. Set the scene.
No, I'm in my head. I'm thinking just once it is you touched on Dubai and then people know you as.
Do you know what? Let me be
crazy?
honest though. Dubai is on my
radar.
It's on my list of places. Like next year. I definitely
Them and are
wanna
there
see
this weekend,
Dubai.
innit?
Is it this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Someone actually messaged me. Was like, oh, I thought, okay, guys, I'm not attached to R&B. It's so cute though. But someone messaged me, oh my gosh, R&B are coming to Dubai. Does that mean you're coming? Because we do an event. I said, ma'am, I ain't gonna be there. That's not how it works. But if you want to fly me, we can make it happen.
So you want to get flued out?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, man. There's all that stuff going on with Puffy.
For work purposes.
They've linked that. You probably see the same thing. You would have want to introduce that concept, didn't you? It's the same.
What?
That the freak offs are just like people flying each other out. That's what you were saying.
Essentially, but I didn't know. That's before I was privy to
You heard
all the
about
information. Yeah, illegal dosing people with drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. That's why I checked out.
Fair. Well, it sounds like you had a fantastic DR trip.
I did, man. It was great, man. I can't lie. Refreshed, ready for the world.
Good.
It's fucked up because it don't matter how long you go away for, yeah. When you come home, you just start premeditating your next
Oh, serious?
your next escape. Who, me?
Is that what happens?
Yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking, when can I start booking holidays for? What's a reasonable time? And in my mind, I've told myself March is good. So that might be my first trip for the new year, March. I think that's a reasonable time.
Yeah, just make sure it doesn't clash with the live show.
Is that in March?
It might be, yeah.
Oh no, well, of course not.
What's happening in March?
Just can I have a date ASAP, please? Because
How come?
She's maybe actually not gonna
is
be
that
here.
Style, the zip.
oh yeah, so two.
Okay, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If it was broken.
Yes.
Right.
It doesn't look like you wear broken stuff, to be honest, because you get free stuff all the time. Why would you put on broken stuff?
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know I don't pay for my clothes?
What, a whole Gina, yeah? All right, then.
I pay for gym membership.
All right, Black History Month, lest we forget.
Oh, you got something to play though.
So, before we start, our resident doctor, Dr. Amani, she has an event that she's going to be speaking at. Let me just pop it up. It is, boom, SPRC, Women's Wellness Festival. This is held by a group called Sexy Pace. Let me just read the bio. Get ready to hit pause on your usual hustle and immerse yourself in an unforgettable day of movement, wellness, and connection. Sponsored by OnCloud. I don't know what that means, OnCloud. We're thrilled to bring you a festival that's all about coming together, connecting with others, connecting to yourself, and finding a balance between your mind, body, and heart. And the best part? We're not running for once. This event is designed to recharge and revitalize you, featuring an exciting lineup of rejuvenating yoga session, mindfulness and mental health workshops, R&B, and a piano hit class to get your body moving.
Why?
I'm just letting them feel it's you that's running it.
No, you know what's jokes? You're thinking, wait, why am I not doing this?
This is it.
You know, that's literally what I just said in my head.
This is it. Inspiring talks on physical and mental well-being. Plus, you don't want to miss our goodie bags, giveaways, and so much more.
Dr. Marley, do you not rate me or something? Because I'm sitting here thinking, oh, okay.
I don't know if she's organized. I think she's speaking at it.
Okay.
So I guess you guys could talk afterwards.
My
right?
bad.
The organizer could.
But on
like,
Cloud
fix
are
up.
the trainers. Have you seen the trainers that like have got like the fluff? They're like popular now. A lot of people wear them. The platforms like circles. It looks like it's like a cloud.
Oh, serious? The trainers that look like a cloud?
Kind of.
All right, let me just see what this looks like.
Maybe I've described it wrong, but I feel like when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, these, because they're very popular.
Trainers. All right.
Have you seen them before?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You've never seen like the soul.
OCs.
Nope.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't get out much.
No, but they're like very popular, like workout shoes at the minute. So in
I was
the
wearing those are the,
in the gy-
horrors, or whatever they're called. What are they called?
I think so. But in the gym,
What did you say?
What are they called? The HORA thing.
Oh, so you said a hoe was wearing it.
no. But they're very popular in the gym. You go to the gym, so I'm assuming
Okay.
you might have
So
seen
these are
them.
the new Nikes.
They're supposed to be soft.
Are they?
You're meant to feel like you're running on a cloud.
Do
Hence
you?
the name. I haven't got them.
That's interesting. Very interesting. But they look cool, I guess. I hope it doesn't mess up your running stride.
No, I think it's runners wear them.
And it feels like they're running in clothes.
It's popular for runners. A lot of
Oh.
runners wear them and endorse them. So
Okay. Well, here's the link. I'm going to put it in the description. I'm going to mention it. Obviously, all this week. Obviously, our resident doctor needs as much support as possible. I'll be there. So if it is anybody's coming, please sit next to me and then we could talk. Keep me company. All right, that is it. Lest we forget.
All right. So, as you guys know, Black History Month, and like we did last year, we're going to do it slightly different. And yeah, just in case you haven't been listening last week, we're pretty much bigging up all the unsung heroes, well, a lot of the unsung heroes who kind of gone under the radar, but have really contributed to the progression of humanity or black people, you know what I'm saying? Or both, basically. And today, we're going to be bigging up a man who goes by the name of Edward Alexander Boucher. He was born September 15th in 1852 in Connecticut, and he passed away October 28th, 1918. And he was a renowned physicist and the first African-American to earn a PhD in the United States. The first African-American, as well as the sixth person to earn a doctorate in physics from an American university, which he received from Yale University in 1876. So his father was brought from a young plantation owner from South Carolina to New Haven. This is where, like I said, he was born. And his father at the time was still enslaved. Obviously, later he became emancipated. And William Boucher, which is his father, he migrated to New Haven from South Charleston in South Carolina in 1824 as the valet of a judge. As the valet of the father of Judge A. Heaton Robinson of the same area, New Haven. Edward Boucher attended New Haven High School, and he graduated from Hopkins Grammar School as a valedictorian of the class. He excelled academically at an African-American elementary school and at a private college as well, before beginning his studies at Yale in 1870. Why is he important? Why is his contribution being highlighted? So basically, like I mentioned, he graduated with a bachelor's degree in 1874, and 2 years later, he received a doctorate in physics. He was also one of the first African-Americans elected to the Phi Beta Kappa, which is the leading academic honor society in the United States, well, one of them anyway. He earned a PhD, and like I said, he was the first African-American to get a PhD in the United States. He initially was unable to find work as a professor due to racial discrimination. He eventually found work at the Institute for Colored Youth in Philadelphia. And founded by the Quakers, the Institute employed African-American teachers and offered college preparatory courses for its students. Between 1905 and 1908, Boucher was the director of academics at St. Paul's Normal and Industrial School in Lawrenceville, in Virginia. And in 1908, he was then appointed the principal of Lincoln High School in Ohio in 1913, when he joined the faculty of Bishop College in Marshall, in Texas. He then retired from college teaching in 1916 due to illness, and then he returned to New Haven. So yeah, he was the first person, like I said, to get a PhD in America, first black person to get a PhD in America. And he was one of the first African Americans elected to Phi Beta Kappa, and he was the sixth person to earn a doctorate in physics from an American university. And he said, it's one of his sayings, he said, optics is an example of the different ways that a human being is able to see things in the world. The same goes for the color of a person's skin. And even though optics present that there are differences in skin, these do not state that they should necessarily be treated as different. And he also said, limits, like fear, is often an illusion. Limits, like fear, is often an illusion. So big up Mr. Edward Alexander Boucher. And the woman that we want to big up today is somebody that obviously is familiar to all of us, and she goes by the name Diane Abbott. So she was born in 1953, and she is a British politician who was the first woman of African descent elected to the House of Commons, and is currently the longest-serving black MP, the first black female MP this country has ever had. Her parents are originally from Jamaica, so they immigrated to the United States in the early 1950s. And she was educated at Harrow County Grammar School for Girls. And then after that, she received a degree in history from the University of Cambridge in 1973. She worked as a civil servant in the Home Office 3 years later, in 1976, all the way up until 1980. And then as a television reporter for the next 4 years, from 1980 to 84. A member of the Labour Party, she served as a press officer for the Greater London Council and the Lambeth Borough Council, and was active on race and civil liberties issues. She served on the Westminster City Council, and in 1987 she was selected over the sitting Labour Member of Parliament as the party's candidate for the London constituency of Hackney North and Stoke Newington. So that's when she became the first female black MP anyway. And yes, she won office during that time, I believe in 1987. And she made big strides with people like Bernie Grant and Paul Boateng as well, as one of the first members of the House of Commons of African descent. She was outspoken on many issues, and Diane Abbott occupied a left-of-centre position in the Labour Party during the 1990s when Tony Blair's reform or modernisation programme abandoned many of the party's traditional socialist policies. She also chairs the All-Party Parliamentary British Caribbean Group and the All-Party Sickle Cell and Thalassemia Group, She's also the founder of the London Schools and the Black Child Initiative, which aims to raise educational achievement levels amongst black children. Big up Diane Abbott. She also said, here's some of her quotes, she said, in politics, the people I despise are those who have no value. In politics, the people I despise are those who have no value. And outsiders have an insight that an insider doesn't quite have. And she also said, my forebears refused to cut the sugarcane for plantation owners, and I am recognizably a product of that background. And yeah, that's it for Diane Abbott. Big up Diane Abbott.
I wonder what happened when they said they weren't going to cut it.
They probably got beat for it, man. But they still survived, and that's why she's here. And it's probably that same spirit that made her write that article. You know what I'm saying? To make people recognize the difference between how black people are treated and Jews and the Gypsies and the Romas, all the different communities. And everybody, came at her. But she's still here. But yes, big up Diane Abbott, man.
Straight.
Okay.
All right. Let's start the show and get into our headlines then.
All right, people. Trigger warning on this first headline. Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the 7th October attacks.
Shit.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
It's gone quick, innit? And the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that his country faces war on 7 fronts, naming Iran and its proxies, including Hezbollah and Hamas. Israel's defense minister was speaking to CNN, and he said that everything is on the table with regards to its response to last week's Iranian missile barrage. Thousands gathered for a vigil in Tel Aviv, marking the anniversary, where loved ones mourn victims and survivors share their stories. Protesters are urging Israel's government to secure a deal freeing the remaining hostages. Israel has pounded southern Beirut in recent days with some of its most intense bombing of the current campaign against Hezbollah. Israel's war on the militant group has killed more than 1,400 people in Lebanon. This according to its health ministry, and created a humanitarian crisis. Meanwhile, Israel has launched a new operation in northern Gaza where its military says it sees signs of Hamas regrouping. Hundreds of Palestinians are fleeing the new operation. Elsewhere in the enclave, airstrikes on a temporary shelter killed 25 people. Next headline, trigger warning on this one as well, and 2 Chinese nationals have been killed after an explosion near Jinnah International Airport in Karachi in Pakistan. The Chinese embassy in Pakistan said that many Pakistani personnel were killed and injured in the blast, which happened around 2300 local time. The death toll is yet unclear. The embassy added that the explosion targeted a convoy of Chinese engineers working on a power project in the country's Sindh province. The BLA, which is a separatist group by the name of Balochistan Liberation Army, which has in recent years carried out attacks on Chinese nationals involved in the projects, they've claimed responsibility for the attack. And in a statement released on Monday, the militant group said that it had targeted a high-level convoy of Chinese engineers and investors arriving from Karachi airport. The Chinese embassy said that the engineers were part of the Chinese-funded enterprise Port Qasim Power Generation Co. Limited, which aims to build 2 coal power plants at Port Qasim near Karachi. And our next headline brings us back to the UK, where Sue Gray has quit her role as Prime Minister's Chief of Staff, saying that she risked becoming a distraction. She's been caught up in rows over pay after the BBC's political editor revealed her salary was higher than Sir Keir Starmer's, and donations as well that she was getting from Lord Wahid Ali. A Downing Street spokesperson confirmed Miss Gray, who became a household name as the Partygate investigator, was taking up a new role as the Prime Minister's envoy for nations and regions. Labour said that Miss Gray would be replaced by Morgan McSweeney, who was previously chief advisor to the Prime Minister and masterminded Labour's election campaign. Resigning, Miss Gray said that it had been an honour to play my part in the delivery of a Labour government as Sir Keir Starmer's chief of staff, both in opposition and in number 10. However, in recent weeks, it has become clear to me that intense commentary around my position risked becoming a distraction to the government's vital work of change, she said. She also went on to say, it is for that reason I've chosen to stand aside, and I look forward to continuing to support the Prime Minister in my new role. Thanking Ms. Gray for her work, Sir Keir Starmer said that he was delighted that she would stay by his side in her new role, and added that the shake-up showed her determination to deliver. And that's it for our headlines. Let's go into the topic of the day. All right, people. Topic of the day. So Brent's got a picture to show you guys here, and tell me what you guys notice, what you guys think. All right. And we're gonna delve into this a little bit.
Oh, I know what this is.
You put a picture in a doc?
Nope. You had it up in your thingy. I thought you had it.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me to put it in the document, my friend.
All right.
Let me see.
While you're getting it.
Here you go.
Okay. There we go. So there's a picture. What do you guys notice? What's your thoughts? Happy couple?
It's
Wedding
annoying
table?
because I saw it with the commentary, so I'm instantly, I know where it's going, basically.
Marks hasn't, so
So I'm not going
in
to say
real
anything.
time.
I don't know. What are you asking me?
What's your thoughts on that picture? What do you notice? What don't you notice? It's a happy couple.
She spilled spaghetti on her dress.
Okay. What else?
Look at the people in the picture.
So what are they, black?
Don't coach him. It's not a trick question.
It's not a trick
Yeah, okay, I see them. What are you asking me about them? What about them?
This picture's got a lot of backlash, so look at the picture and see if you can figure out why.
Because I don't know, because they're black people and they look white or something. What?
The black people look white?
Are they? I thought this man looks like he could be albino or something. I thought that man was albino. Oh, God.
All right, look at the parents. Look at his parents.
Which one's his parents?
That
supposedly the one sitting next to
her
the bride.
Okay. So then where's her parents?
on his
Sitting
side.
next to him.
What, she only got a mum?
All right then.
Do you get it? So it's got a lot of backlash because the narrative. So a guy, stop laughing.
No, he was like, "That's a normal picture. That reflects society."
No, but where's her dad?
That's
though?
like my household.
So that's what the backlash is. It's like you're further leaning into the stereotypes that black fathers aren't present. So there was a guy who put up this picture, and I think the quote was, because black girls have dads too.
Okay. Was you outraged when you saw this?
I saw all the commentary first, so I couldn't respond to the. Do you know what I mean? You see, like I couldn't respond to the picture in like real time.
Okay.
I feel like because I'd read everything beforehand, I saw it. Do you get what I mean? See how you just naturally you had a natural reaction because you did. Do you get what I mean? But yeah.
So what's your thoughts about this? Is this who put this up? It's Heinz, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is this Heinz just basically giving us an
rage baiting?
accurate? No, are they giving us an accurate depiction of society?
Or baked beans?
Do you know what I think?
Is that what you're talking about?
Do you know what I think?
No,
it
they're
is, yeah?
enjoying. Yeah, go on.
I think the issue
No, when you
is
say Heinz put this up, what do you mean?
it's the campaign
Yeah,
for
Heinz.
Heinz.
The beans people?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But they're going
That's
into
tomato sauce, isn't it?
tomato and basil spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, so she's eating spaghetti or she's eating something. At the bottom, underneath the London Eye, it should say Heinz.
It says based on a true story.
Oh, is it?
Under the London Eye, 100% says Heinz pasta sauces, ridiculously good, now in family size. But at the bottom right, it says based on a true story.
Okay.
No, in family size, you know.
So yeah, I think I understand why people have an issue with this image because that stereotype does exist. So it's kind of like tone deaf, innit? It's like read the room. Like you could have gone with another story. You didn't have to go with that story.
Do you feel like they owe us favors?
No one knows anybody anything.
Okay. So what if they said to you, well, I'm just, putting in the possibility, like the probability of any black household in the UK, the higher probability is that the dad is, he's busy that day. Or he's been busy for the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So why do I need to depict him there? What would you say if that was the case? Because then, you know what I'm saying?
You could have done better though. It's a choice, isn't it?
But this is what I'm trying to say. Why would they do anything better? That means they would have to lie.
Because not necessarily though.
Okay.
How is it lying if there are some families that have black fathers? Do you not have a dad? Did you not have a dad growing up in your household?
Yeah.
Did Brent not have a dad growing up in his household?
Mm-hmm.
So I had a dad growing up in my household.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't get how that's a lie. Like,
Because they may say the majority.
still
based
not
on
a
the
lie though.
stats.
Still not a lie. You can't use that word a lie. Do you get what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
So for me, it's prevention is better than cure. It's one of those things where you're not lying and you're not twisting the truth. You're just choosing a different narrative. It's a choice.
Okay. But this is maybe why I say about the whole doing us a favor thing. Because if you're looking at the majority, like, for example, if any of us were going to, I don't know, make an advert that was only for white people, and we were thinking, cool, this advert is promoting clothes for white girls, for example, how many of them would we put, how many blondes would we have in the picture? We may look at the stats and see how many blondes there are in society. You know what I'm saying? If there's only 20% of white people that are blonde, you may only have 2 white girls like blonde-headed girls in the picture, because you're basing it on the stats, innit? Because you want to appeal to everybody. So they may say, okay, cool. Well, based on the stats, there isn't that many black fathers around. So why would I potentially put a black father in there and trigger those? What they should say they went in that verse, yeah. Trigger those who don't have black fathers. Maybe make this accurate. What would you say to that?
To be fair, I'm not personally outraged by this picture. So
Okay, why is that?
because again, I didn't clock it. Maybe it's because I didn't clock it straight away. I just carried on. And you know what? I think it's also because I'm past the stage of caring. I feel like these things are just, it's like it happens every other month. I've become so desensitized to like stuff like this.
Yeah.
To me, it's just another form of rage baiting. It's like, I don't know if you've seen, so there's a black American influencer She does like makeup. And her name is Gloria, and she does like reviews on makeup. She's South Sudanese, so she's quite dark. So she does a lot of reviews on like darker skin tones for different brands. And it's getting to the point where like a lot of them say, "Oh, it's all inclusive. It's for all skin tones." And because everyone knows who she is, she's very influential. She does reviews. They send her stuff intentionally for her to review, and it's like you're taking the piss now at this point because you know how dark her skin is, and you know from looking at your product, it's not going to match. But what's going to happen is she's going to put it up. This you lot, you're going to get so much traction, and then what they do is they come back and they're like, "Oh, we fixed it." And then it'll be like, "Oh, thank you guys for listening and being so supportive." Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm personally over it.
Who do you think should take responsibility for that though?
What do you mean?
In that, like, couldn't the Gloria woman just refuse to take their product?
So some people recently were like having a back and forth with her and were just like, at this point, they're just rage baiting and you're biting it because all of this stuff that you're doing is just giving them a lot more traction. And it's kind of clear that this is a pattern of what they're doing. But her response was, obviously, that's her job, innit? Her job has always been to like represent people with darker skin tones. And if she gets sent a product, she's going to review it. And she's like, she has discernment enough to know when people are taking a piss and when they're not. But I do think enough is enough. Like, do you know, there's only so many times and so many brands that can keep doing this where it's like, okay, this is all part of their ploy because we've seen what happens on like afterwards. We've seen the cycle because it's like within such a short space of time, they've now got colours that match your shade. You probably had this sitting there for ages. Do you get what I mean? So I don't know, but yeah. As for me, I'm just this. Next is that's just me personally because it's just got to that point where it happens every other month. Personally, in my opinion.
Ed made a comment there. He said, "Remember that JCPenney image of the single black mum and the white family." It's the same thing. In their heads, so this is his opinion, I guess. In their heads, they think they're being inclusive, but it just looks silly. You know what I'm saying? So, Mark, do you think that's them trying to be inclusive?
No, not really. They're just playing into the stereotypes and shit. Because it doesn't matter whether there's a lot of single parent households in the black community or whatever. There's loads of two-parent households. What are they called? Nucleus families, whatever. Yeah, there's bare of them. So when they're doing their campaign, they chose to represent the black family like that. Like they didn't have to. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not about being inclusive or showing representation or stats or whatever. It's just a choice that they made, isn't it? It's just like the way that they see black people with dysfunctional families or broken families or whatever. It's a choice that they made for themselves, whether it's conscious or unconscious or whatever. There's no need for them to do it. It's nothing to do with representation because they could have represented the single white families if that's what they wanted to do. Like there's no need for them to do that. They could have just made the wedding picture with the two families on both sides and done the thing. No, I'm saying it just speaks to their I don't know whether it's conscious or unconscious bias that they have in it.
All like does it not matter that the majority, for example, if they're trying to be, because I'm hearing what Ed's saying. Yeah, for example, if there is the whole thing about them trying to be inclusive, if that is their thing, right? Doesn't inclusivity mean kind of looking at stats and looking at what the majority of people are like? You know what I'm saying? No,
you don't have to represent. It don't have to represent any section of
it's
thing.
an ad. You're making it sound a lot more you're
Inclusivity
making it sound
will be
deeper
having
than it
black
needs to
people in
be.
it.
It's an ad. The whole point of an ad is not to sell your product.
Yeah.
So what does that have to do with selling your do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because that's not the goal of the ad is to sell the product. It's not to be it doesn't need to be inclusive. Like I feel like you're making it sound a lot deeper than it is.
Having black people in it is inclusive. The way you depict them is not speaking to any inclusivity.
No.
So
if you had, for example, I don't know, let's just say we were, I don't even know. What's that winter sport thing, that bobsled thing? Let's just say there was a company that was promoting that, right? The Olympics, was promoting the Olympics, and they had black people doing that, right? But let's just say there was no countries or one country in the entire world that was in that particular competition, and they had like half of them black people. would you guys just see that as inclusive, or would you think there's thought that went into the amount of black people that went into this, that they actually put into it, and what they're wearing and all that sort of stuff?
I don't know. Why do you pick and choose what inclusivity is?
How?
Because what are you saying? What do you say is inclusivity? Is inclusivity getting black people or people of color involved or not?
Yeah, but wouldn't you see it as being accurate though? Like by then putting the black people in there, but actually putting in the countries they're from and all that sort of stuff.
I hear that, but what I'm trying to say is so inclusivity only works if it's accurate.
I don't think so, but I think it makes
That's
it
my
more.
point. Then it doesn't. When that picture doesn't need to depict the high rates of single parent families. Just having black people in there is inclusivity enough. So why do you feel the need to talk about all these stats and all this stuff, or for it to be like a proper representation or whatever it may be? Why does that come on? Like, why does that be the only form of inclusivity for you? Does it have to be like? And again, I don't even know the numbers to know whether there's majority of black families are single parents or not.
I'll tell you in a minute. But what's this? Yeah, is it? Are we kind of looking at this wrong because not wrong, but differently because we're all black and we're saying cool. As long as they've got a black person in there, that's the inclusive part.
But ain't that inclusivity? That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, that's part of it. But also inclusivity would include the other areas of life that other people are not, depicted. So, for example, those people who don't have fathers around, they may want their life to be reflected.
So why couldn't they pick a white family and not have the white? Do you know the reason why I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is you understand, like they know the narrative that exists around like black fathers and the family dynamic. I feel like a lot of races do, right? Because it's public knowledge. So you know that it's there. So if you're talking about this inclusivity to save your skin, would it not have been a bit more accurate, better for you to have maybe had someone on the white side of the family not be present? Because I guarantee you, if that's the case, we're not going to be talking about it means the white father's not present in the person's life. We're going to say like he's dead. That's naturally where we're going to go to, right? The conversation isn't here, maybe her father died. It's more her dad's not in her life, which is the typical thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So if you're trying to be inclusive, I just feel like maybe there should have been a bit more thought that went into it.
Okay, I want to get some stats. Was that Ed that just put something in the thingy?
So this comment was on the article. Yet another advert depicting a mixed race family. These days, it is extremely rare to see an advert not showing a mixed race family. I do wonder what planet are the advertisers living on. There are not enough non-ethnic English people in this country to go around for every household to aspire to be a mixed race family as depicted in advertising. So this person was vexed that there's even a black person there with the white man.
But are these people aspiring to be?
Because this would be the majority of England.
What?
White. So they're like, why you forced us?
Yeah,
this isn't representative of everyday living.
It's saying a mixed race family and a baked beans advert going to make people want to start going and having mixed race families. This is what.
That's how it works. This is subliminal
Is it?
marketing. But this is what advertising is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you buy into things.
No, but it's not though, because it's just the same thing with like media and PR and all that. Like, it's to give the perception. Like, people don't buy into it. It's just perceived a certain way. Like, it's all like make believe, and then people buy into it, and that's where the strength is. Like,
So why are you not saying the same thing? Are we not saying the same thing? Did he not just say what I just said?
What?
Did you not just say what I just said?
Yeah, but I'm saying though, it's not supposed to. Like, I don't understand why you use it, but I don't understand how it's that powerful that seeing a mixed race family depicted on TV is gonna make more mixed race families start popping up.
So run it back. What do you think millions of pounds of advertising is for? In any discipline, any industry.
Well, I would expect that say that the Heinz baked beans, the millions of pounds of advertising is supposed to make more Heinz products be bought.
Yeah. They want to make you buy
beans.
the product, yes.
Yeah, not buy mixed race families.
No, but it's normalizing this particular image.
Yeah, no, it could normalise the image, but I'm saying I don't see how it inspires. I don't see how that's going to change the country. So
But
even
then-
like the white people getting crazy, I don't understand how
Question.
the mixed race families being depicted in the
When-
TV is going to make all the
I
families
hear
in
now
the
your
street
point.
be
I
mixed
hear your
race.
point. So when we talk about it's important to have representation, good representation of black people in media, so that our young people can aspire to different things, do you think that has any sort of effect?
Say that again, sorry.
When we always rally for representation in these spaces, so that we can see ourselves in these particular spaces, so that we can aspire to be in these particular spaces, do you think there's a connection there? Do you think there's any truth in that it has an effect?
Yeah.
So what are you saying? This is what advertising is for. You push these messages subliminally, and people grow up thinking this is what is normal.
It's not exactly. So then there's no need for like the racism and stuff like that. You're used to mixed race couples or these kind of things. It doesn't mean you have to go. It doesn't mean it's gonna make you go and want to be with a white person or with a black person. Like, I don't understand the sentiment. Like, yes, like it's normalizing mixed race families and stuff like that. Yeah, all right, cool. So in this day and age in society, when you grow up and you see mixed race couples and stuff like that, or you see mixed race people, you see black people, there's a different attitude towards race and people like living together. Yeah, it should affect that. I don't see why it would make you want to go and be with a white person or with a black person.
Interesting. So imagery that is pumped into your brain, do you think it has any impact on what it is that you look to do? Let's just say, hot girl summer, let's push it. Or flying girls out, let's push it. Don't you think after a while it seeps into society? Because it's all that the media's pushing?
Okay, but then how's that going to change your preference or your type or your taste?
Wait, you don't think that I might start liking...
No. Don't matter what.
To be honest,
No.
I'm fully...
It doesn't
I'm
matter what.
disciplined
It doesn't matter what
That's just me.
TV
That's just
shows,
me.
what adverts they're bombarding.
That's you.
E-man's not gonna wake up one day and think, "Oh, my
but
milk and
that's-
magnesia."
This is...
Like, do you get what I'm trying to
this
say?
is an
Like, it doesn't
exception.
work like that.
It's an exception. It's not the rule. It's an exception. Wait. What do you think about what I'm saying in my life? I'm saying something mad.
No, I think that's what happens. I think it does shape reality. Like, for example,
One day you just wake up and just go.
no,
not him.
would, but but the thing is, though, Brent, yeah. Let's just say, not me, obviously, yeah. But let's just say somebody like me, yeah, who's, let's just say 15, and then all of a sudden they're seeing the white women that you're talking about from DR, and you're thinking, wait a minute, there's alternatives here. Then you're seeing your friends around you who don't mind.
Did he just come back and say, hey, wait a minute.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Wait a minute.
So you might
no,
see
I was just
These
picking him up.
whites
That
are
wasn't-
shortchanged.
No, I was just bigging him up.
No, you sure? It didn't sound like that earlier.
No, but I wasn't. That didn't convert me or nothing like that. I was just saying like, I was just bigging him up. You're allowed to do that.
You
I
don't
just-
have to be converted. You're already there.
No, but I'm saying again,
You're
it
already
still didn't
convert.
have. It's not having. It doesn't have that effect. That could be there. It doesn't change.
But it may make you, somebody who says no to it may say, you know what, cool, I understand now. And then 5 years later, you know what, I would entertain that
A
idea.
black man who doesn't date white women, it doesn't matter how much millions of pounds Heinz put into their adverts. Yeah, it's not changing that.
I don't think so. I think it changes. I think with time. I think it does.
Stacey agrees with you, which is so interesting. I'm not here, but Margs isn't sounding wrong. Like, it's weird for me to not gauge what you're talking about. I don't understand how you're not understanding what I'm saying.
I kind of get what you're saying. Even with the mixed race couple things and stuff like that, yeah, like it's not like something that they're trying to put out just to try and influence people. Yeah, just walk down the road when you're going home. Just go down the road in London. There's mixed race couples everywhere. I don't think you can walk 10 yards down the street without seeing a mixed race couple.
Yeah.
Are you always saying that? Just on another day, you were like, they're putting black male acts in dresses to effeminate men. Don't you always say that?
I was of the mindset that I just said that our cultures see it differently because I've seen they put white men in dresses. I've seen Jim Carrey. I've seen Robin Williams.
So you walking back your...
No, I just said our culture. I just said our culture take it differently, but what they know what they're doing because they know culturally we don't really do them things. But what I'm trying to say is the whole black man in the dress thing.
I don't want you to ever be saying that same thing again. I'll come back and be like, it doesn't work. They can put it in. They can put men in dresses all the time. It's not going to have any effect on the next generation. It's not. So let them run it.
Yeah, I've said that. though.
Each time it is that you basically bring that up, I'm going to basically tell you why are you complaining for.
Yeah, but I've not got nothing against the black man in dresses or them putting man in dresses. I don't care about all that.
All right, the clip is there.
What do you mean clip it? I said it before. I said the only difference to the problem is that them white man can do it. Like I said, with like football culture and all that, where they make dumb homosexual jokes and stuff like that. And I'm saying that culturally, like we don't do that. You know what I'm trying to say? So trying to push their standards on us is what the rub is. You know what I'm trying to say? But I'm not saying like it's just some big conspiracy or whatever. Like the white man wear dresses too. The comedians, they all wear dresses. They've all done it as well. It's all the same shit. I've said that on this platform.
Cool. All right, sorry, you find this out, Simon?
All right, so, one second. All right, so these figures are actually from the IFS studies. So you guys can check it online. And basically, sorry, where is it? Sorry, 1 second, guys.
You got an image for unlocked,
I will get it.
Yeah, so the IF study. So this is the Institute for Family Studies, yeah. And these stats are from 2021, I believe. So 22% of children in the UK live in single-parent households, right? So that's just over a fifth, yeah. Now, approximately 63% of children in Black Caribbean families live in single-parent households. 63%, right? That's Black Caribbean. They're also saying around 44% of children in Black African families live in single-parent households. Whites is basically on par with the national average, 22%. And Asian families, or let me say Indian families, 6%, only 6% of their children live in single-parent households. Pakistanis is 12%, Bangladeshis 9%. So that's basically the stats. That seems to be the most up-to-date stats. Yeah, and again, this is based on the Institute for
But there's
Family
more
Studies.
so there's more single white families then.
Yeah, because there's far more of them. But in terms of the population, the percentage of white families that are single is far less than ours. You know what I'm saying? Like there's far more single white families, yeah. But that's because there's far more white people than us. It's like, 85% of the country is white? We're only 3.5%. You know what I mean? But of the percentage of our own, yeah, that's where the difference is. So yeah, what someone could say, you know what, fine. You know, we're not necessarily, trying to push a particular narrative. We're just trying to be inclusive and being mindful of the 63% of people who didn't have their dads in their homes. So maybe this is a realistic depiction. They may be saying that.
Well, since then, they've apologized.
But this is what they do though. After the damage is done, then they would apologize, take it back, and then somebody else will do it again. You know what I mean? I mean, personally, I think it's to continue to reinforce these things. That I would like to think the Black community doesn't want this. You know what I'm saying, for itself, and I think this is a way to reinforce it. I think when you throw in all these other ideas, the whole, the wayward feminist ideas, right? And add it to it and add all the other issues that we face in our community. This is a way to further exacerbate the difference between us and other groups. That's what I think, personally. You know what I'm saying? When's the last time we saw Asian couples with white people? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when did you ever see a couple where it's Asian and, you know what I mean? Like, whenever you see a mixed race, interracial couple, based on what I think anyway, I'm always seeing a white man, for example, or a black man or whatever, with a white woman. I'm not seeing Asian and white.
What, in the media, you mean?
In the media. Okay. So why is it always the blacks and whites? It's for a reason. I don't think it's just an inclusive thing. I think that's the idea they're trying to push there. That wouldn't work in the Asian community. They wouldn't buy into that. We would though, and we do. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, this was happening. This is why they can do these type of things. But yeah.
All right, then.
All right.
Let's get into more headlines.
I think we should.
Okay.
to get your take.
Sorry,
Remember?
I literally just remembered which one it was. Because he even asked for the killie. So
You wanted your opinion.
brace
All right.
yourself.
Brace myself.
All right, people. So next set of headlines. This is about well, let me just get straight into it. Ilda Dadin, who's a well-known Russian opposition activist who was fighting in Ukraine on the side of Kiev, has been killed in action. This according to the group that recruited him. A spokeswoman for that group, the Civic Council, was speaking to the BBC and said that Dadin had died, adding that he was and he remains a hero. The activist turned fighter was killed when soldiers from a volunteer battalion, the Freedom of Russia Legion, came under Russian artillery fire in the Kharkiv region of northeastern Ukraine. For now, there's no more details, and the Legion itself won't comment, whilst it says a military operation is still active. Next headline, trigger warning on this one as well, and 1 man has died and 3 people have been injured following an explosion in the block of flats in Alloa in Clackmannanshire. The man, who has not yet been identified, was inside the property when the explosion occurred and was pronounced dead at the scene. Police and emergency services declared a major incident at the property in Keddy Place on Sunday evening. Police Scotland Sergeant Neil Drummond said that the force was still working to establish the full circumstances of what happened at this property, but the cause of the explosion was still unknown. However, we can confirm that 1 male has passed away. Our inquiries to confirm his identity and provide his next of kin with all the necessary support they may require are ongoing. And our last headline, some 10,000 children have fallen into poverty as a result of the 2-child limit since Labour took office. This according to analysis by a charity which has called for the policy to be scrapped. Chancellor Rachel Reeves has said that she cannot scrap the controversial welfare policy due to the state of the public finances, but has continued to face pressure to do so from campaigners as well as some of its own MPs. As Parliament returns today, following a break for political party conferences, the CPAG, which is the Child Poverty Action Group, said its analysis shows 10,000 children have been pulled into poverty by the 2-child limit since the government took office in early July. The policy, which was brought in by David Cameron's Conservative government, already has impacted 450,000 households and 1.6 million children last year, according to official figures. The limit means that parents can only get more child tax credit or universal credit for a 3rd child if they were born before 6th of April 2017. CPAG's Chief Executive Alison Garnham said the clock is ticking while child poverty rises, and the 2-child limit is the key driver of the increase. Scrapping it is the most cost-effective way to stop more kids being pulled into poverty on the government's watch. And that's it for our headlines. Let's get into the People's Journal. All right, cool.
Should I read it beforehand?
No.
Nah. All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. There isn't much to talk about today again. Unfortunately, I can't wait. Well, I can't wait. But when obviously the new budget comes, then obviously we're going to deep dive into that properly. But the only thing I wanted to mention today is basically, it's sad news, man, but England apparently has a housing crisis. Not apparently, everyone knows that pretty much, innit? And more than 1 million families and individuals are on the waiting list for a social home. So this is still something that all of us are facing. When I say all of us, those obviously who are kind of relying upon housing associations or the council for properties. Experts are estimating that 90,000 affordable homes need to be built every year. 90,000. So this is what, again, these people like Sadiq Khan, and all these other politicians have been saying, yeah, we need to do this, But anyway, long story short, according to these same experts, less than 5,000 were completed last year. 90,000 need to be done, needs to be built every year. Less than 5,000 were completed last year. If this happened back home, we'll be saying that people are corrupt. Here, we just accept it. Anyway, housing associations, which obviously provide social housing, they've been facing financial challenges as well. A lot of them have been pulled into a situation where they have to repair unsafe cladding, fix damping problems, all stuff they should be doing anyway. But obviously this is taking money, I guess, from their profits. And from many of the stories I've heard, a lot of housing associations they take their time in responding to their tenants anyway and getting certain things fixed. Reduced rental income as well due to government cuts and caps is also affecting their ability to purchase new properties. And the uncertainty in funding and changing rent levels makes it difficult for housing associations to plan long term and also to secure loans for new developments as well. So it's just having it's just having a really counterproductive effect all over the place. And I wanted to mention also, apparently TGI Fridays, where was it? A rescue deal for TGI Fridays is going to salvage more than 2,000 jobs, and that's on the verge of being finalised apparently by this weekend. So yeah, there were certain places that were really going to be affected. Apparently, this deal was expected to include between 50 and 55 of TGI's 87 sites. So that means this would have affected at least 2,000 of its more than 3,000 strong workforce. So yeah, they could have been done out here, but last minute, there was some buyers, Abril Capital and Cavilton. They've basically joined up their businesses, and they want to, kind of do their thing. And the last thing I wanted to mention is just about congestion zone. And this is basically that more than 40 businesses have signed the open letter to ask Sadiq Khan to extend the congestion charge exemption for electric vans. So yeah, man, their special status means that they currently pay nothing, but from Christmas that charge is going to be £15 a day. You know what I'm saying? So these electric vans. Do you remember when this whole thing was about? Obviously the congestion thing. If you got an electric vehicle, you don't pay. Yeah, all that foolishness. Obviously they've gone back on that, innit? Yeah. And so from Christmas they're going to change that. So these electric vans, a lot of these people would have sold their vehicles to buy more expensive vehicles, electric vans, so that long term they don't pay congestion. Now you're telling them from Christmas you're going to be paying £15 a day. So yeah, these businesses have signed an open letter, and this is companies like Ocado, AA, yeah, basically. And yeah, this basically what will happen, man.
It'll be the entire fleet in it there that they would have changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the People's Journal, man.
All right, let's get into more headlines.
Ask if I've heard.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Let's do it.
Been done it.
All right, so guys, some of you would have heard this dilemma already on Friday, but Margs wasn't here. We really and the person who sent it in really would like Margs' opinion. So we're going to go for it again. So it says, how do I prove to my girlfriend that I'm not gay? So I've always been a guy confident in my sexuality. I'm a straight man and I have a beautiful girlfriend. 3 weeks ago, a group of around 25 of our closest friends and family went on a night out, and half of them were guys and the other half were women. The girls got drunk and my girlfriend was having a great time, getting a bit tipsy, and she even kissed one of her best friends on the lips and grabbed her bum and whined together to Wine for Me and other bashment tunes. I thought nothing of it, but I asked her on the way home why she did that, and she said it was just a bit of fun. Now for my dilemma. The other day on Saturday for my granddad's 60th, we all went out again and I had too much to drink. I did knowingly kiss my best friend, who's a boy, on the lips. He didn't think about it and just thought it was a bit of banter, but for some odd reason, everyone got on to me about kissing my best friend just like she did because she was having fun. I know this may sound like I was being petty, but I wasn't. All the girls are trying to tell me now that I'm gay, even though I'm not, and it's pissing me off because they've been saying it to her as well, and I think it's getting to her as she's been cold with me for the last few days. I've been trying to tell her it was a mistake and that she shouldn't judge me as much because that's a double standard, like I did just what she did and thought nothing of it. I want to fully convince her that I'm not gay, but I don't know if I've done something wrong. If I've done something wrong, can you tell me, please? And how do I make it up to her to convince her that I'm not gay? And also, he did confirm that he did it as get back. What? Like, he did it because she did it first.
Next time, man.
No, we've discussed this, so now we're just here for your opinion.
He became... What's this to discuss?
How does he convince her that he's not gay, and has he done something wrong?
You can't convince her you're not gay.
But we need more vim from you. What is this? I don't understand. If you were going to be like this, we wouldn't have read it.
I don't know why you
wake up.
Why can't he convince her that he's not gay?
Do you think he's gay?
Because he's doing gay shit. He needs to convince himself he's not gay first. That's what he needs to do. Kissing man is wild. That is bonkers. Yeah, I don't understand.
You mean it's wild if it is that he's saying that he's a straight man?
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
He's trying to save your ass.
Okay.
I don't want to save it. That's why I told you I don't know why you don't do these things to me. I don't give a fuck about no saving. You get what I'm trying to say? Kissing man is wild. So he's sick in his skull. So I don't understand. He's sick.
Are you alright?
The views of Marks
Marks and Marks only.
and Marks alone, not of TDA or TNB.
Okay, go on.
I don't know
hello?
what you don't want me to do with
Who's
this.
on the phone?
Good morning.
Is
Hello?
this him?
No.
Oh my god! Can you imagine? Oh my god!
No, I don't. You know what it is, yeah? Heterosexual men don't behave in that manner. So
Like full stop.
full stop.
So
No.
basically,
No,
you're
it's Chims. It's Chims, by the way.
Okay, yeah. So that's
Morning,
where my head. That's why I can't get my head around it because I'm saying heterosexual men don't really
do
behave,
that.
don't really do them things there, innit? So
Yeah.
the fact that he's doing that to me is there's trouble in there.
Sorry, one sec. By the way, it wasn't specifically about this. I was trying to work out the Discord. I was going to talk about Israel, but what? Sorry, Gina, if you don't mind, can you repeat what this specific situation is?
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind. If you don't mind.
Summarize.
Basically, long story short, his girlfriend went out with her friends and his friends, and she kissed her friend, grabbed her bum, and was whining on her, like her best friend, yeah, who's a girl. He didn't think nothing of it, and when he asked her why she did that, she said, "Oh, I was just having fun." Couple weeks later, he's now gone out, got drunk at his granddad's 60th, and kissed his male best friend on the lips. Didn't think anything
What?
of it, and thought it
What
was.
do you mean? What he did that?
Yes, he kissed his
What
male.
do you mean by what do you mean by that though? Like,
Brother,
as in-
I said what I said. He kissed his male best friend on the lips and didn't think anything of it, and it was banter. Now, the friendship group are like, "You're gay." And like, because why did you kiss your male best friend? And he's just like, "Oh, but she did the same thing," and it's a double standard. But it's just like,
what?
so basically,
Big man, family's gay, bro. What do you mean? Like,
so he is in the doghouse and he wants to know how he can convince his partner that he's not gay and whether he's done anything wrong.
Was it a tongue kiss?
I mean, we didn't. He said
Well,
no. He said he
Mark,
kissed
Big
his
man,
mouth.
Why
He
is
said
that? Why is that even a question?
he just said
Huh?
he kissed his
I said,
male
why
best
is that
friend
question,
on the
bro?
lips. I doubt it was tongues. Probably a peck.
Fam, the guy, no man, bro. Like, come on, his lips in up, man. Them. What we're doing here? I don't think this is even an issue, you know. Like to conversate. The guy's gay.
So is there any scenario where he can do that and not be gay?
There's no. It doesn't exist, man.
Question.
It doesn't exist.
So, y'all don't believe that the male actors who get in character and play the role are straight? You believe that any male actor that has a role where he kisses another man, he's gay?
He might not be he might not identify as homosexual.
Full
Did
stop?
you watch? Did you? No, that has finished me. Did you see? Who's like? Did you ever watch? You probably wouldn't. I think I've told you to watch it. P Valley.
Yeah, it's too much going on in there.
Have you watched P Valley though?
Some of it, a little bit of it.
All right, cool. So you know the main.
There's another
rapper-
one. Is it All the Queen's Men? Have you seen
I've
that?
not seen that.
But she runs the strip club, but the strippers, the dancers, and that.
No, but that's like P Valley.
Yeah, but she's just a normal gal. Their brother.
Oh, but obviously Uncle Clifford is yeah. But do you remember the rapper in P Valley? Like, was his name C Murder?
The gay one.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not openly gay.
He's
like,
down low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's proper like whatever. But in real life, and obviously if you've watched P Valley, it is very
Graphic.
very it's not PG at all, right?
Are you basically trying to say like the guy's sexually fluid?
No, but I'm saying like he's married and he's got a wife and like
Yeah, but he's gay though.
he's
Yeah,
not.
that's what sexually
He is.
fluid is, though. Like sexually
Oh,
fluid
is
is like
he?
if you
The one that's married, the down low brother.
In real life, he's
Oh, in
Oh,
real
real
life.
life.
Yes, I'm
Oh, I
talking
thought you
about.
meant in the show.
No, so I'm saying Brent just asked you a question
Actually,
about like.
Oh, so you're saying
that's
him?
new to me.
Yeah, so I'm saying in real life, like he's married and he's a straight man, but obviously when he's acting, that like I said, P Valley's not PG, so it's not even like you know how you can manipulate. No, this is straight up. You know what I mean?
So he's doing real like acting stuff with other men though.
Yeah. Like we've watched them lips, and it's very intense.
Gino. Who sent this scenario in? By the way, was it a woman?
A Nigerian man,
A Nigerian? Jesus.
just
All right.
Yeah, he should know better if
and
he's Nigerian.
he's
talking
30.
that
He's
kind of stuff.
32.
There's another person.
It's a
in
man.
Discord.
So there's the Nigerian man who sent this in. Who he's the guy that lipped someone.
Yeah, I wouldn't say lips. He kissed his male friend on the lips.
That he lips them, man. Why are you saying you don't want to say lips? That's what he did, bro. He lips them.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right. Good morning, Andre 420.
Well, I guess it's kind of early morning for me, but yeah, I'm over in Canada. Like I'm new to you guys' channel.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of you guys' streams, and I thought it was interesting. And
Good. Make sure.
well, I kind of like the topic you guys got going on today, so I figured I might hop up.
All right.
Okay, so being from the other side of the pond, you might have a different mentality. Do you believe you can kiss men in the mouth and not be gay?
Hell no. My parents are from Jamaica. Both my parents are from
All
Jamaica.
right,
Like,
then.
yeah, we don't play them kind of things still.
All right, cool. Just checking where we're at. Okay, you know what it is? The actor thing, yeah? I think to call a man like gay, like say like he's full on homosexual, yeah, is a bit crazy, yeah. Just because
Thank you very much.
Just because he would do something that you wouldn't do, that's a bit unfair, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then also though, it's like what I'm trying to say, that there's that fluidity, that openness is rooted in like openness. Like you're open, he's open enough to do that. You know what I'm trying to say? So like I'm trying to say, we can't call him gay, or he might not identify as gay, but the essence is in there.
Nah, dog.
The essence of for Omar to be lying down with that man like that and doing all these stuff and and
Well,
the essence is in there, because if you're telling me that, then Brent, that means gay porn stars are not porn stars who have gay sex are not gay. If you're telling me that,
No, why I said what I said is
that's what you're telling me.
Because I've seen like Caucasian men like lipsing, putting their balls in their friends' mouths while they're sleeping. I've seen a lot of stuff, and I don't see them as gay.
Yeah, okay.
But
nah,
their
that's
culture
gay
is
as fuck,
different.
man.
But you see what you're saying? You're now saying it's culture based.
Yeah, it's just like how the mafia go around like and kiss each other on cheeks and stuff.
That's what
You know
Daniel
that's
just
not
said.
gay.
In the Middle East and Russia,
Well-
heterosexual men kiss on the lips
well,
as a greeting
I'm-
all the time. In football, aren't they always feeding each other up? I'm not overly like the kissing on the lips thing, culturally or whatever. That's fine, but I'm saying if your tongue kissing is different. They don't. Russian and Middle Eastern men don't go around tongue kissing, man.
And also,
Well,
he didn't
I'm
kiss his
not-
friend. He didn't kiss
yeah.
his friend on the lips as a greeting. Like it's not like we can't. I hear it. I hear what Daniel's saying, but
was
I
a
feel
lick
like no. But this is what I'm saying. I hear what Daniel's saying, but that culture. It's not culturally
That's
relevant
not
here.
us,
He didn't kiss his friend as a greeting. He said he kissed his friend to get back at her because she did it. So, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that means it was a tongue kiss.
So maybe
Wait, so is his friend gay?
maybe there's like
No, but he said his friend.
maybe there's a cult.
Maybe what? Sorry.
I was just gonna say quickly, just maybe it's a cultural difference, but over here, my dad was at a Jamaican club, and apparently there was like two French dudes, and they did the like the cheek kiss and stuff they do, and yeah, they ended up getting bottled for that.
Wow.
If you know what I mean by bottled, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Fam, I think I'm too African for this conversation, man.
Yeah, so
I'm
you
too
did
Af for this, bro, because nothing none of you lot make, bro. None of it makes sense.
I mean, this is what we told him last week as well. This is what we said to him.
Hey, bro,
Why do you even
what?
think that way? To get back at her, you know?
That's already
Like of all
feminine tendencies,
like all the
feminine traits
of
that
all
he's,
the things
that
to
he's
do.
displaying.
Facts.
Revenge?
What and the fact that he said that he kissed he
No,
kissed
but-
his virgin as a get back, it's like that doesn't make no sense to me.
Kissing a man to get back at your gal is not revenge, bro.
No, you just
That's
said
wild.
it's a feminine tendency to
No, but-
basically-
Yes, and you said revenge.
No, but
and
he-
I'm
you
telling
know, but you- yeah,
it's
but you
not
know that's
revenge.
not- but
Kissing
you
a
know-
man
wait,
to get
wait.
back at your gal is not revenge.
Wait.
Guys,
I'm just talking the act
please,
of
please, can
getting
everyone just be
somebody back
serious
to
here?
That's not a
something.
get
That's
back.
revenge.
That's not
You
revenge.
have to
I
go
don't know what
on.
you're talking about.
This scenario,
He
that's
said it's
not
an Egypt
revenge.
thing.
Projecting, bro.
That ain't revenge. That's crazy.
That's a destroy you draw for. I hear that. What's the next dilemma?
Oh yeah, sorry.
The actual ones that we got, not the ones from yesterday. Yeah.
How do I know? Because there's yellow and there's white.
It's just the one underneath.
Yeah, it's just
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, I'm feeling paranoid about my lack of romantic experience and how it can hinder me in the future. I'm a 22-year-old virgin and I've only ever been in one relationship with a woman. I've never really been a super sociable guy, so I've always been quite timid when it comes to girls ever since I was a teenager. And I feel like my lack of experience at my age puts me at a massive disadvantage. Being honest, I've succumbed to lying under peer pressure because I don't want the people around me to think I'm a loser. But the fact of the matter is I've lied about having sex with girls or talking to girls because I've seen my guy friends and girlfriends mock guys that I haven't had any experience. It's even deeper because my ex-girlfriend that I had for 7 months last year, I didn't lie to, and I told her I was a virgin and was inexperienced in all aspects of romance. I proposed to her in the Nigerian restaurant 805 when it was packed on Valentine's Day this year, and she told me no, and it was the most embarrassing moment of my life. She went on to explain that it was because she wanted a guy who was more experienced, and she began to pity me, so she cheated on me with another guy, and she was 3 months pregnant with his kid. My barely existing love life crashed, and it was my first and only experience of any type of romantic interaction. I've never kissed, had sex, or had sexual actions with anyone, not even her. I'm not going to lie, I'm scared that because she's the only woman in my 22 years I've known has had an interest with me, and I'm basically a romantic virgin, I don't know how I'm going to move forward. Am I just pathetic and should forget about love because it's too late and embarrassing for me? Can you give me some advice, please? All advice will be welcome, and you're welcome to vocalize your honest thoughts. I know some listening in the room and in the chat may think I have no chance. I have a lot of questions.
Well, you should check and make sure you're not gay as well.
Shut
But
up.
Nigeria men are down bad today, innit?
Right. So what I don't understand is how were you with her for 7 months and you didn't kiss? So what were you lot doing? Like I don't, or is it, are you trying to abstain from
Yeah, I think
that before you get married? Because if that's the case, then I fully understand.
Wait, did he say they hadn't kissed, or was it just
No, he said, I've never kissed or had sex or had any sexual actions with anyone, not even her.
Okay.
And they were together for 7 months, and he proposed to her in 805, and he's 22. So my questions are, what made you want to propose to her at such a young age?
Probably goes to Potter's house.
Boy,
That's what they will do. This is the perfect candidate for Potter's house.
I think this is really giving not wanting to have sex before marriage.
100%.
So yeah, because I don't actually understand.
He needs to read the room. She got pregnant.
Yeah, obviously his questions isn't about her. Like she's pregnant and they're not. He's moved
How can
on.
you be on a no sex before marriage thing with someone that's on sex? What kind of stupidness is that?
But then that's the thing. Like, did you
He's
actually?
so fucking dumb.
Exactly. It
Guys,
doesn't make no
man,
sense.
guys,
Like,
you're being harsh.
He's young though. He's young.
You can't
did he
be
specify?
on 22 as well. She's horny.
No, but my
No,
thing
you
You
is.
can't be on a no
Egypt.
sex before marriage thing with a girl that's on sex.
But this is the thing.
You're trying
Maybe,
to convert
No.
them. Listen, that's crazy. It was a non-starter for him.
Did he specify what culture he's from? Because like that
he's
sounds like.
He's
Ghanaian.
Ghanaian, yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe he could be Muslim.
Yeah,
I'm not sure,
I mean,
but
I don't know.
but still, it's like even if he is Muslim or not, like just when you see that kind of when you see the type of time that she's on and that's what you're on, like it doesn't make no sense.
That's what I'm trying to say. When you're ready to make them kind of commitments, surely you know what your partner's on.
I just think, look, I think I don't think you need to, because it doesn't sound like you want to. Do you know what I mean? And don't succumb to peer pressure. Like, it's not that deep. If this is something that you want to do, stand on it. Like, if you don't want to have sex before marriage, stand on that and say it with your chest. Like, there's obviously reasons why.
Does he not want to have sex, or does he
But
just
I don't
can't
know.
have sex?
But this is what I'm saying. I don't know if right now I'm speculating and I'm making an assumption that he doesn't want to have sex before marriage, because that's the only thing I could get from this. But if you do want to have sex before marriage, or that's not the hill you're standing on, then mandem in the room, I guess, how do you advise him to like move forward? Because obviously he said that he's quite shy and timid when it comes to girls, so maybe it's a thing of not having confidence to approach women. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
If he said that this chick was pregnant before, and he's claiming to be a virgin.
No, she cheated on him.
She cheated on him and then ended up getting pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, still the same thing. She still resulted in being pregnant. Like, and if he has knowledge of this and he's still staying with the chick, like, this is just all bad. Like, he just needs to just find a new woman.
No, I don't think they're together. They're not together.
No, he's gone, man. Well, to be fair, she left him, innit?
So what's his problem then?
I guess his problem is he
wants to move on. He wants
so he's
to have a
like,
relationship.
he's scared basically. He just basically said he's scared because he feels like a romantic virgin and doesn't know how he's going to move forward. Is he pathetic, and should he just forget about love because it's too late?
No, he's got to go to the church.
That's the assumption that he does want to go to that he's. Remember, we're assuming that this is based on religion.
I think he should go and find love
after
in the
7
church.
months.
Huh?
He's proposed after 7 months. He definitely wants to go to church. He definitely wants a church girl.
Yeah, he should go to the church and go and find his career. That's what I think. That's the best bet for him. He needs someone. He needs to find like-minded.
You need to find someone that you're equally yoked with.
Yeah,
there you go.
100%.
So you can't be outside with city girls.
It might be different in the UK, but over in North America, like the church is the worst place to go. There's a lot of like reformed 304s in there. That ain't where you want to be.
Yeah, but that's where he's gonna find like-minded. That's with someone that's gonna be, like we were saying, equally yoked. So from on entry level, they're both doing this, saving themselves till marriage, virgins, under Christ thing. Because if he goes out into the streets, he's gonna find a girl that's sexually active, and he can't. He's what does he call himself? Whatever, but
Romantic virgin.
Romantic virgin. He's every kind of virgin. He can't look after these gal. Can't hold them down. He's going to be screwed. He's got to go where his bread's buttered. So he's got to pull it all back and make sure that when he get whatever relationship or whatever person that he goes and invests to, they're here. You get me? From Jump Street. And 22, in proposing after 7 months, virgin. You sound like you need to be in the church or chess club.
Well, to be honest, if he's Nigerian or actually he's from Ghana, actually. So if he's from Ghana, like all he needs to do is get his ass on a plane and find some woman in the bush, and he's good to go. I'm just saying.
Sir. No. Not the bush.
Not on Black History Month.
Literally, not on Black History Month. Not in the bush. We have cities and towns, please.
Accra. Go there. Hey.
You know what? Like, he's 22 years old. Man.
He's young.
Like,
there's nothing wrong with being a virgin at 22, man.
Yeah, man. Save yourself, man.
Literally.
There's nothing out there for you.
Trust me, doggy.
But yeah, man. So what's the advice?
Go to my advice would be go to the church.
I would literally find someone who's as equally yoked as you are and is on the same thing that you're on.
Okay, yeah. Can you give us more details though? Like, do you mind having sex before marriage? Do you want to save yourself for marriage? What type of woman are you looking for? You know what I'm saying? Like, and what do you do with yourself? Like, you finish uni? Like, what's your additional things? You know what I'm saying, that you bring to the table? Because I think all of that will add to it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because if you've got nothing, no disrespect to him, if you've got nothing, then I can understand why you may have low confidence as well.
Bro, you lot are lying to him, boy. He's finished.
Like, what you got to say?
Yeah, tell us.
Give him the truth. Give him the realness then. Hello?
Rush, you have to unmute your mic. He's still muted.
Who muted me?
No, I didn't. He muted his own mic.
That's crazy.
Oh no, my bad. No, he's finished, bro. He's finished, man. he needs. I don't know. He must be either dead. He must have no bread. I don't know, but he's finished, man. 22, virgin. I don't know.
Hold on. What's wrong with being a virgin at 22? I don't get that. I don't. No.
It's
Me
tough,
personally,
Yeah.
I've never met one. I've never met one. So
I lost my virginity at 22.
I don't.
Yeah, but it was tough for you back then.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, if you were close
Yeah.
to me, the way I would have punched you in your rib, dickhead.
I'm being like Chantel right now. Still,
What was that?
Pardon?
I said I'm being like Chantel right now.
There's an update.
Okay.
him.
All right.
All right
Yeah,
then.
In real
You got
time.
it up there.
We
See,
got
this is
update.
what
We got update, guys. One sec.
All right, guys. See, this is what I'm saying. All speculation. I'm open to having sex before marriage. I'm not abstinent. I'm Christian. It's nothing to do with religion. I'm gonna stay out of the chat. They'll roast me. We just didn't kiss Gina. We linked up every 2 weeks and have warm log hugs, but nothing
Yeah,
else
man.
that
Yeah,
intense and
man.
intimate. I've never had a kiss. I don't know, man. Like
He's dead.
warm,
I'm not gonna lie.
long hugs, and you didn't just want to kiss. Like, did it? I don't know.
Yeah, not like
Yeah.
It's 2024, man. Like,
Yeah, I don't like
Nah,
his face.
and I tell you now, in this, obviously, I know you probably want a good woman, but I'm saying that the whores are whoring in this day and age. So, like, if it's experience you want, you just gotta go outside. You just gotta go outside. Like, it's mad.
Well,
Nah, it's mad.
See to me, if you can't chop nowadays, and girl want to chop nowadays, and they don't want to chop you, there's something wrong with you still.
Yeah. At first, I didn't agree.
It's finished.
First, I didn't agree with Rash when he was saying he was done. Because I was thinking he still had a chance, but like if you're 22 and you never had a kiss yet, like the possibilities are looking pretty slim for you.
But some people are introverted. Like, obviously, like now you have heard this information. You are just assuming he looks like Quasimodo and thing, or he's just real down bad. He might not be. That might not be his story. He might be like just a wholesome youth. Remember,
Yeah,
Brent was
that's
getting
what I'm
closer to God when we was out here kissing gal. Brent weren't doing that. Brent was in his book. Remember Brent?
Was?
What?
Still is.
Was?
He
Nah,
still
I
is.
said was.
Nah. He's definitely down bad because like at the bare minimum, like you should have at least got a kiss, and if you can't do that, like come on, bro.
Yeah, this girl's not for him. But there are women out there who would basically entertain all of that.
And appreciate it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man.
No, it is. Maybe he's like the last that man before.
Well,
Sorry,
Man or something.
Vod is dumb.
so I'll be a realist real quick, and like this is what I say to dudes in that kind of position. It's like if you're down bad like that, just find yourself a fat thing and just deal with that.
Find yourself a what?
A bad thing you said.
So find yourself a fat thing and deal
Oh,
with
fat
that.
thing.
Nah, you're
thought-
just on one this morning.
Well,
Isn't it?
if
First
you're
of
down
all,
bad like that,
Brent, you know what? Jillian just is right. I swear Brent is the only one qualified to advise this guy when he's supposed to be. Go on.
Yeah, he's not. This girl is not for him.
No, but we're not talking about the girl. The girl's not in the picture. He just wants to know how to navigate life moving forward.
He's 22. He's just started life.
Yeah.
Looking to get married at 22 is crazy. For me, anyway.
Cuckoo.
It's mad. But you be right.
Oh no, but I know you're live in the chat. Yeah, can you just quickly what made you want to propose to her at 22 after 7 months, please?
yeah.
Like generally speaking, especially if now you're saying this has got nothing to do with religion, what made you go with that verse? Because that is beyond me. Because if that was me, I'd literally be looking at you like so confused. What we've been doing long hugs and warm cuddles, and now you want to get married. And Von wants to know when you were hugging her, were your arms above hers? I don't know what that means, but I don't know.
well, actually, I don't actually see anything wrong with him wanting to
He's
get
hugging
married
over the
at
shoulder
22.
on the
It's
waist.
just like there's nothing wrong with like this dude trying to get married at 22 because if you look at like other cultures, that's typically when they get married is in like college, university, which would be around that age. But just in the black community, for whatever reason, it's uncommon and frowned upon and whatnot.
Yeah, I suppose if we bring back old school values and things, getting married at 22 is
probably a good thing.
normal. It's a good thing as well.
I guess for me, it's because, guys, let's be realistic. We're not in old times. We're not in back in the day. We're in 2024, right? So for you to want to get married at 22 with someone that you've basically only hugged and you see every 2 weeks, you've had no sexual interaction, any of that stuff, and that's not to say that that's wrong, because obviously if you've decided that that's the path you're going down, then I'd get it. But it's clearly that it's not the path you've gone down, and do you get what I mean? So, like, that's why for me I'm confused, because it doesn't sound like she cheated on you after you proposed to her and she said no. It sounds like you knew she cheated on you. Like, do you get what I mean? That's what I also don't get, because
Sounds like what, sorry?
because it's not. It doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
She's saying it doesn't sound like that he proposed, then she went and cheated. It sounded like he knows she cheated and then she proposed, and then because did he say 3 months pregnant?
Yeah, she's 3 months.
Yeah,
pregnant.
from what I
I was
heard
going
of
to
the
say,
story,
so the
was
3 months
that
pregnant's got to be during the relationship.
no,
It can't be after the fact.
No, I could be wrong. Basically, she said no, and went on to explain that it was because she wanted a guy who had more experience, and she began to pity me, so she cheated on me with another guy, and that she was 3 months pregnant with his kid. So
And
it
then
seems
he
like-
tried
So
to
when
propose,
he's
correct?
proposed,
That's when-
she's giving him all this information.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's what's happened. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Good morning.
basically,
And that's what.
What was that? Who's that?
Stacey.
Good morning.
Morning, Stacey.
Morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Y'all so mean to this poor young man.
Of course, I'm not being mean, Stacey.
He's them.
Y'all so mean to this poor young man. We have to do the math. Like, you do realize that he was the time where y'all was like outside getting y'all's early romance experience was the pandemic. Like, if he's 22 now, 4 years ago when he was 18, it was during the whole pandemic. Like, you can't expect him to have these skills that he's basically asking you and what actually was the question. Like, he feels like his confidence is shot and he's asking, like, how do I navigate romance after this if this is a concern for women? If I'm understanding the question correctly.
Yeah.
It was easier
Well,
to get a gal
Stacey-
in the
Stacey-
pandemic, though.
You said what?
Exactly.
He said what?
He said it's easier to get yelled during
No,
the
he
pandemic.
really is a killy boy.
But you're not doing anything with those women during the pandemic.
what?
If he's
That's what you thought.
Is it the same
I don't know about that
pandemic?
one.
okay, but
How many pandemic babies were there?
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
bare
How-
pandemic babies.
when do y'all get out of the house at like 18 the way it works out here?
Well, as
like
a move
like
out.
move out.
Yeah, like go start going to college, like leaving the house, move
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, we go to
Okay,
uni.
so-
I lived alone since I was like 16, 17.
Sorry?
I've lived alone since I was like 16.
Oh wow. For us out
Yeah, I
here,
agree.
and I don't want to impose because I don't know if this guy is from the UK or if he's from America. I don't know. But if the timeline is anything
Basically,
similar to what we have, when the pandemic hit 4 years ago, the 18-year-olds were still in high school. So like you really weren't out. And if he's
You know
African,
what,
he
Stace?
probably
Yeah,
for sure wasn't outside.
Stace.
As an African boy, you're not outside, bro. at 18.
That was a great point because I didn't really think about that. You done good maths there to realize that he was coming of age in the pandemic. That was very perceptive of you. That was cold. I didn't do the math. No, that's
So
important.
that's-
I think that counts for
That's
something.
his question. Because it's like, damn,
Well,
now I'm 22. I don't know how to move around women like that. And going to his point where he's like, I feel like I don't really have a lot of luck in the romance department. I don't know if I'm going to find anyone else who likes me. Like, hello, that's the question. Like, how does he move around as someone who doesn't have a lot
Stacey,
of romance experience?
Stacey, you sound like you're from the U.S., right?
I don't know. I'm from the U.S.?
No, you sound like you live in the U.S.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So it's not really the like the question of whether this dude, like whether we should be giving him grace. It's basically like this dude is saying that like he hasn't kissed a woman his entire life and he's 22, and on top of that, like the chick that he's trying to marry, like she cheated on him and got pregnant by some other dude, and he tried to propose to her after that. That's wild.
I thought it made it seem like he didn't know she was pregnant until after he proposed.
Yeah, he didn't
Or
know.
I'm tripping.
He didn't know.
Yeah. So I don't see how that has impact on the question.
I think the guy's just inexperienced. Yeah. To be fair,
That's his question.
In 4 or 5 years, yeah, you're gonna look back and think, what was I thinking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like normal life just has to happen. I think I don't even know. I'm trying to think of the next steps, man. Maybe you just need to do the whole Instagram
obviously,
thing.
like we said, we asked Brent because I think Brent is, I guess, the most qualified. And Brent said he's got his whole life ahead of him. I do think he's young, and I do think like experiences in it will happen. I think the more you kind of engage with women, like, and I think this is why you ask questions about what you do for work and those kind of things, because those interactions will allow you to kind of, I guess, meet women or meet people and build your confidence.
Y'all's answer to the question further deepens his problem, though.
Well, this is why I said that he needs to just find himself a couple fat things and get his confidence up.
That's a crazy take because bigger women are test drives.
I'm not gonna lie. At this point, you might as well just pay for it for real. Stone.
What?
Just pay for it
everybody needs to just go and start Monday again, because you're talking about bigger women. You're talking about paying for prostitutes. Like, what is happening in the House of Commons?
Paying for it's not crazy though. Getting experience.
It is.
It's not. You would pay for training. If you want to be a lash tech, you would go and you'd pay. You do the course.
Y'all are thinking of women as trial.
All right.
If he can't even talk to regular women, how is he going to find a prostitute on the slide? He's going to stick out like a sore
thumb. That's the beauty of it. You don't need to speak.
There's websites.
Well, how does this turn into prostitution? Because you yourself, Stacey, was saying that he needs to get some experience. And then when I say that he should mess with some fat things, I'm getting pushback. I'm not understanding this.
No, but you know why that is? But you know what's wrong about that though? Is that you're literally using bigger women as like test dummies. It's insensitive. It's rude.
No, but once he goes for the big gal, he's gonna know that that's where it's at.
Don't try to save it.
Big gal is where it's at. That's what we're helping him. Once he gets covered in big gal, he might never go back to them skinny Jones again.
Don't try to save it. I think the question is very clear.
To be fair, the majority of black men they like big women. So
here y'all go with the statistics trying to save it. We already know where your mind is. That's not the question. Do you know what she said earlier, or I don't know who said it, where y'all were saying that he's young, he still has his whole life ahead of him. Like, I think he quite literally understands that, being 22, but it's a matter of him not understanding how to navigate it. That's the question that he's asking. Like, how do I navigate this space as someone who is my age? By my age, I should be old enough. Clearly, y'all are laughing because he's 22 and he's never had as much as kissed a girl. Like, how do I navigate getting that experience if I don't even have the minimum of what people are looking for at my age?
If he's with a girl for 7 months, he's got no problem getting chicks, right? But he should upgrade the hugs to kisses.
Yeah, man.
Upgrade the hugs to kisses. I don't understand why it is that you're waiting until you're married to kiss her.
Wait a minute. He was with this chick for 7 months. He never got a kiss. He never hit. Like, that's wild.
Yeah, I think she didn't like him,
This
and
is a him
I'm
problem.
questioning whether or not they were actually. She knew that they were in a relationship because I'm not
But
seeing
you know what I think, yeah?
do that.
I think he got bread, and I think she was just staying around because he used to take her on dates and stuff like that. I don't think she's interested in like that at all. For them to not even kiss, gal will chop you nowadays. You don't have to look to chop gal. Gal will chop you nowadays. So I don't get it. So
It sounds like it was
Rash, yeah?
It sounds like it was yeah.
I like Rash, you know.
It sounds like it was a decision for him not to do anything other than hug, though. And she couldn't stand that, so she.
I don't know if it was a conscious decision. He sounds like it's low on confidence.
I think it's a confidence thing.
He wanted,
How is it a confidence
because he said
thing?
he's open to sex before marriage. So if he could have,
how is he not making the move to kiss then?
because he was coming out, he was born in lockdown.
7 months.
We born in lockdown.
No.
I don't
Sorry,
see how the
I'm not
conversation
having
of
it.
virginity could
I'm not
come
having
up unless they were trying to do something, and
I'm not having it.
shit just wasn't happening because he didn't know what he was doing.
I'm not having it.
I don't see how
No,
you talk about
he
that
didn't.
casting.
He didn't say I kissed and it wasn't good, because all it is, it's a motion, right? It's an action. That's my advice to him. Kiss the girl. No, the next one.
All right, Sebastian. All
At least
right,
like,
Sebastian.
The next one. Precisely. 7 months.
Kiss
Warm
the
hugs.
girl.
Go, you know.
No.
That poor boy is
Yes,
walking home with no
yes,
advice.
Sebastian.
You just
Well,
got
on
there,
top
man.
of that, like this dude was probably getting one arm hugs, like one arm hugs.
One arm hugs is tough as well. It's crazy.
No, to
That
be
poor
fair, remember
man is
they're
not getting no advice.
they're
today.
long, warm hugs. Remember, they're long,
Long
warm
warm
hugs.
hugs are intimate though. They're intimate. Don't
Gina,
they make you
fucking
wanna?
real.
Yeah, women.
Oh, not for guys. Sorry. No, but my point is like, isn't it gonna spark another emotion?
But this is what I think Brent's saying. But why haven't you then done the next step? You know what I'm saying? I think you just have to like find your next girl, take her out, maybe not 805, somewhere else, and then I think even if you don't do nothing, even if you don't do nothing
No,
the
you
first
proposed to
date,
her at 8:05. Do you know how shy I would be?
I'm telling
He
you.
needs to go get another degree, go back to school, because his wife is not in the church. His wife is in the classroom.
Mm-mm.
Them
He's
church
not
girls
married,
be
and
these
he's
church
not
girls be
married. And what is his
undercover
other degrees gonna
whores.
get from?
The church girls be undercover whores. They be going to church to repent for what they was doing the day
Amen.
before.
Wow.
A
You
serious
confirmed
woman,
what I said earlier.
All right,
a
guys.
serious woman is going to
Guys.
get her law degree and her doctorate.
Everybody. This was a community effort. I appreciate this. Just quickly, let's just round up. I want everybody's last take on this. Be mindful and keep in mind that he is listening live.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, please. So I'll let the
We
Discord
can
go
ask y'all the
first.
same.
Everybody, just wrap it up. Let's get your last little advice, please. Go on, Stacey.
That alarm must have went off. Go ahead, y'all. Go first.
Well, I offered him solid advice. Just go for the big things, and then build up your confidence.
All right, that was gonna be all right. We've got that. We're gonna stick a pin in that one. Rash, what are you telling him? Adult works.
Right, yeah, download Adult Works, man. Get that card ready, man. Bring that
You know
card
what?
on,
You lot
yeah.
are taps.
Pay for it, couple bills, you're good. Do it at least 5 times, you'll get experience. Then
You sound like you sound like you're speaking from experience, boy. He even gave a number.
Yeah, I was outside for job. I didn't need that.
I hear where you're coming from. Great advice. Stace, what are you saying?
Y'all are so horrible. I would just say, don't listen to none of these niggas who are telling you to go for a big woman just to do an experiment. That's crazy advice. Find you another girl that you like. I can't say where you'll find her. I don't think you'll find her in the church. I think that's on the high end of the spectrum. Should you even find someone like that in the church? Just, get your confidence up. Worry about yourself. When you come across the next woman, just take things slowly. Nobody's pressuring you to get intimate right away. And if that becomes a part of the conversation or a point of concern for her, like, that's not the one for you. I don't think that becomes a big deal if somebody actually likes you. And if they have experience, they're going to teach you. So it's not a hill to die on, in my opinion. You got it.
All right, then cool. In the room, Brent.
You can definitely find her in the church. Definitely. 120%. And my suggestion is the next one, in Jesus' name, amen. The next one that he dates, he could practice beforehand on his hand,
With
in
what?
the mirror. But once it is that you do that long hug,
So you gotta go for it.
you got to just go for it.
Can you clarify what he's practicing in the mirror?
Kissing, right?
Hey, Brent is wild, Man said on his hand,
But isn't this what his issue is?
I don't know. But
Man said on his
Once
hand.
He wants to be
Once
on
you
this
move-
lipsing thing.
Once you move away from the whole like hugging, like the next
Couple
stage is
mirrors,
the
y'all
kissing.
got out there.
7 months of hugging.
let's go get the second base.
And then, hey, I want to spend the rest of my life with you? That makes no sense to me.
See what I'm
bad math.
saying? That's what exactly.
But
math,
kissing
man.
mirrors make sense to you?
If it's him having confidence in kissing, why wouldn't you practice beforehand?
Brent's not
On
saying
a mirror?
Kiss. No, he's not saying kiss the mirror.
No, Brent said he should kiss his hand or
In
like
the
use his
mirror.
hand.
If
No,
the
he
confidence,
said kiss his hand or kiss the mirror.
if the lack of confidence, or you could get a teddy bear, you can get a blow up, whatever you feel, you need to basically take your time to build up the confidence in the actual action, right? Because if that's what it is, it's Stephen you from doing it, then practice beforehand.
I can't lie. If kissing a mirror or kissing your hand or kissing a teddy bear is going to give you confidence, you have a new level of delusion, and I'm not worried about what you're able to achieve.
I'm talking about confidence in actually kissing. Isn't that his problem?
Yeah.
You got to know when to make the moves and stuff.
Tyson used to do it in the flipping privacy of your own home, innit? Before.
I'm not gonna lie, man like him are dangerous, you know. They'll turn out to be psychopaths and killers and that. 22 and no girl, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. You need to pay for it. Get it all out of them.
So this should be regular in the church, to be honest. What him being 22 and not have a girl, that should be a regular occurrence in the church. This should be regular practice.
It must be the mirrors in the church, child, because I ain't never seen no mirror suitable enough to be practicing kissing. I got it.
You know the thing is, yeah, I feel like obviously this guy is one of the lover boys, isn't it? So he's one of the romantics at heart and stuff, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think the benefit of you surviving the most embarrassing thing in life, yeah, is that everything else is not going to be as bad as that.
Yeah.
I personally think find your next girl, take her on a date or whatever, do the hug, because obviously the hug, no disrespect, the hug thing, you're a specialist now. You know what I'm saying? Like, just hug her or whatever. And then as you're pulling away, slide your cheek on her thing. You know what I'm saying? Till you're face to face.
I don't even know if it's a specialist hugger, because if you're hugging right, that first hug, make sure you smell nice.
Oh, for sure.
Then she will engage the kiss.
Yes.
She will engage the kiss. She'll get tired. She'll get tired and vexed and what. And then that will take away the agency from him.
And do a bit of physical contact. Don't be one of these creeps or whatever, but so that she knows you're not trying to be a friend. You know what I'm saying?
What does it look like? What does it look like?
Gina, you know what I'm saying? Tell us.
What does that look like?
No, I know what he means. You
know
got to be
what I'm saying?
proactive.
Wait.
So what does it look like for you? What does it look like for you?
I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure she knows it's not a friendship situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, otherwise, you're just wasting your peace and your time there. You know what I'm saying? So make it clear. And then obviously, like I said, do the face, the cheek rubbing thing to your face to face, look in the eyeballs and that, and then go straight ahead.
To me, that takes a lot of confidence.
No, but the thing is though, yeah, bro.
That cheek rubbing thing you're talking about,
Yeah.
that level of intimacy,
Cheek rubbing.
Who's
that's
rubbing
what you're saying,
cheeks?
cheek rubbing.
Cheek rubbing. I don't think a guy's ever rubbed my cheek before.
You know what I
Are we
mean?
dogs or animals?
You know what I mean? Not
You
even
know, like
hands.
when lions do it.
Not
like-
your
I'll be like,
I'm just trying to give him a guide, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't hug and then take 4 steps back and then try to go forward. No, you need to be still in close proximity.
The car swerved when you said cheek rubbing.
But you know, just go for it, man. Just go for it. It's not going to be worse than what happened when you tried to propose that girl that's pregnant already. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, you dodged a big bullet there. Trust what I'm saying to you. That girl's a maniac. But that side.
I
Listen,
don't
your
know,
future.
I don't know if she's a maniac.
She's a maniac. She's a maniac. 100%. She's 100%
7
maniac.
years.
7 months.
7 months, and then you propose in like.
can I be honest? That
Until
sounds
5.
insanity as well.
Yeah, both.
So you're both
Both.
crazy. But yeah, all right, young blood. That's our advice for you. We still have one more, so I want to crack onto that one. Where is it just gone?
It's because he just provided an update, but we'll read it after the next dilemma.
Another update, yeah?
Yeah, but my things all disappeared now.
Let me undo this.
I'll do it. Let me find it.
All right, thank you. Got it. My friends don't see me the same way I see them. I've noticed that over the course of 3 years since I moved to Luton from Cambridge, the friends I've made, I always seem to confide in them and share personal things with them or open up to them, but they don't do it with me. They do with each other, but not with me, and it makes me feel away like I'm some sort of utility friend that they just want to be around for whatever reason, i.e. like if I'm funny or I've got money or if I'm rich. It feels like there's a hierarchy in my friendship group and we're not on the level playing field, and it does make me sad. I don't know if I should cut them off because they're the only black friends I have around here, and I don't know how to intentionally make new black friends without being seen as a beg. Please help. She's 23. I feel like friendships are so interesting and so hard to navigate at times. I think, I don't know. It's a hard one because I definitely think not everybody is like that. So like maybe, because I was going to say maybe not everyone is as open with sharing, I guess, their personal issues like you. But if you're saying that they're doing it with each other, But then how do you know that they do it with each other? Because if they don't do it with you, like, how do you know? How did you find out? Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And I don't know, are you new to the friendship? Yeah, I wouldn't say cut them off. I think maybe have a conversation. I think conversations are always like the most straightforward thing to do. Just have a convo with them to figure out, I guess, or to let them know how you feel. Maybe it's something that they haven't realized or noticed. And then see if anything changes from that. If not, if you do have the conversation and nothing changes, then maybe it might just be time for you to get a new group of friends, personally. And I know none of these other people in the room are listening, so I don't think anyone's going to come and give any other
This sounds like some proper gal business.
I knew it. Because I'm not going to lie, I was annoyed because I'm thinking, where's Esther? Because Esther's not in the room. It's just going to be me.
Man don't have those problems. You
And
just
look
gotta go
at
and
Stacey,
grow-
are you still here? Oh, no, she's
Yeah, I
not.
don't get
No,
involved.
you gotta You gotta go
I'm
and
here,
climb
but
the
I didn't
social
get
ladder, man. That's just whatever. You just gotta go and make it so valuable, so you get higher up the standings, up the rankings. That's just the jungle. That's just how it works. If you're at the bottom,
So that is as well. She could be the friend that just chats too much, though. The friend don't trust her.
Sheena, can you abbreviate the question? I didn't catch it.
Okay, so she's got like a new circle of friends. I guess it sounds like she met them at uni. And in the last few years, she feels like she's the only one who's quite open with them, like about her personal stuff. Like she's always talking to them and telling them things, but no one does it back with her. But she notices that they do it with each other. So she's asking, should she cut them off? But they're the only black friends that she has in this new town that she's in. And she doesn't want to like make new friends with a new group of black girls and come across as a beg.
She said she's at the bottom of the pecking order in her friendship group.
She shouldn't cut them off, but I think that she needs to have a conversation with them about how she feels about how they share and their lack of sharing with her. Mm-hmm. And I think that will give her all that she needs to know about the dynamic of their friendship. Because she can bring up that they don't share with her the way she feels like they share with each other, but in that conversation is going to come the conversation about how she views their friendship dynamic versus how they view their friendship dynamic. So I feel like you can only gain from that, because you're gonna learn that they're really not your friends, or you're gonna learn maybe y'all friendship should evolve, and you just haven't had that conversation that's gonna break the glass. So talk to them. I
agree. Yeah, perfect advice. Okay, last update from our beloved Ghanaian brother, and then afterwards we're gonna move on. He said they've known each other since they were 14 as friends, and they got together last year, July. She was a perfect friend and we got closer in lockdown. I didn't want to rush anything, but I'd seen that she was perfect for me, so I thought I might as well, because what am I waiting for? I didn't really have much interactions with other women, so I thought there's never going to be nothing better. I proposed to her before I knew she cheated. I work in finance and I've done well for myself work-wise and money-wise. I don't want to pay for sex or experiment with women that are easier.
You're 22 and you're in finance and you're moving like you ain't got no emotion.
She's not your friend.
And you ain't even kiss gal. These guys should be doing cocaine off your things in the toilet at lunchtime. What's man talking about? Finance?
Why are you looking at me?
I'm going to toilet.
All right. Yeah, I just think that what everybody else said, to be fair, previously, I think just I feel like we're going around in circles. I feel like we kind of said it already. Just be open to meeting other women. I don't think give up on like love or hope and stuff. You're still young. You do have your life ahead of you, and you got a really good job. So I pray that you do eventually meet someone else, and when you do, just see how it goes. But I think also be honest, and you don't need to lie, because the thing about lying about like
phone bill for 7 months.
Pardon?
She was paying her phone bill for 7 months. That's why she was around.
You are annoying.
What where are you guys finding these comments from? Like, did he email this? Like, where did you find this?
They email into the show.
It's the link at the top. We have a Dynamo page.
He made multiple emails before getting a response. Because it's almost like he figured he was going to get a response to his previous email before making another
No,
He's
one.
he's
emailing
listening
in real
live,
time.
He's
It's-
watching
it's-
live.
He's watching
watching
live
live.
and emailing now in
Oh,
real
okay,
time.
he's watching live. Oh, okay, no disrespect, brother.
Too late.
Like you shouldn't have to pay for a thing. Like you shouldn't have to pay for a thing. If you're 22 and you're in finance, you're doing well for yourself, bro. Like it sounds like you got low self-esteem or something. That's what I was saying. It's like you got to find yourself a couple fat things or some bust-up things, and get your confidence up.
Yeah, there's something wrong. There's a disconnect somewhere. For you to be doing well for yourself in finance at 22, you like
He don't know his value yet.
that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again,
Sorry to all the plus size girls who have to listen to this. Like what?
Is that the reason? Trigger warning.
yeah, I'm looking for the.
Yes.
No disrespect to the plus size things, because like I
It
said,
is.
like for the most part, black men they like plus size things. So, maybe he might meet a plus size thing and fall in love. Who knows, right?
That's not what you're insinuating. But next caller, it's fine.
All right. Thank you very much for your contributions, community. You guys have been wonderful. We're going to move on to headlines now.
Yes. Oh, you got it.
Hold up. God damn it.
Oh man. Oh man. All right.
I'm going to toilet. I'm done.
Trigger warning, people. Big trigger warning on this one, man. The parents of an 8-year-old boy who was shot dead on a farm in Cumbria have said that they are heartbroken at the passing of our perfect little boy. Jay Cartmel suffered serious head injuries on land near the A66, north of Walkup, on the 28th of September. A man in his 60s was arrested at the scene and held on suspicion of gross negligence and manslaughter. He was later bailed. Jay's parents, Leah and James Cartmel, have paid tribute to him in a statement issued by Cumbria Police, remembering him as a loving, kind, and full of mischief. They said he was the best boy that anyone could wish for and the third corner of our beautiful family triangle. We will miss him every day, but his love surrounds us and his memory will never fade. Sad news, man. Next headline, and experts have said that an independent body must be set up to handle compensation schemes for UK state scandals to stop causing further distress for victims. So people affected by the Windrush and police post office scandals are being re-traumatized by the schemes designed to offer redress, according to researchers from King's College London. Shayla Powell, who's a director and a supervising solicitor at King's Legal Clinic, who carried out that research, said that victims' voices are not currently being heard. She went on to say, we need a system that is fair, collaborative, swift, and compensates people fully and appropriately for the serious harms that they have suffered. They're calling for a new public body to ensure fair and independent outcomes for victims and for compulsory guidance to be introduced for setting up inquiries. It also references research into the Windrush post office and infected blood scandal that alleged weakness and structural failings in all existing compensation schemes. On the general election campaign trail, the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer acknowledged that justice for Windrush scandal victims is taking too long, and the party has previously pledged to set up an independent Windrush compensation scheme. And our last headline, the weather is set to take a turn for the worse later this week, people, man, when the remnants of Hurricane Kirk reach the UK. So recent weeks have seen severe flooding across parts of England as wet weather left towns and villages cut off. It now appears that the rain and wind are likely to return due to a low-pressure system moving in from across the Atlantic. While Kirk was a major hurricane as of Sunday, it's set to weaken over the next few days, morphing into a more typical low-pressure system. By the time Kirk, or what is left of it, arrives in northwest Europe on Wednesday and Thursday, it will be an ex-hurricane, but it's still forecast to bring heavy rain and strong wind. And that's it for our headlines, people. It's time to pay them bills.
All right, let's get into the reaction. Welcome to the reaction, people, where I read out the sports headlines for you. Big weekend of football. Big weekend of football. It all went off. Let me read out the results to you. So actually, on Saturday, early kick-off, Liverpool just about got past Crystal Palace. Beat them 1-0. Congratulations. Pulsios. Arsenal battered Southampton 3-1. What?
What did you say?
Nothing. Arsenal battered Southampton 3-1. Brentford beat Wolverhampton 5-3. Leicester beat Bournemouth at home 1-0. A surprise result. Didn't think that was going that way. City made it past Fulham 3-2. It was a tough tie there. And Ipswich got battered 4-0 by West Ham. Everton and Newcastle was the evening game. That was 0-0. Was there goals disallowed? There was. The Corey was offside. Anthony Gordon missed a penalty. A lot going on there, 0-0. Then on the Sunday, United and Villa had a ball draw, 0-0. There was a boring score draw. Chelsea and Forest drew 1-0. And Brighton done the business, and Spurs 90th minute winner at home beat them 3-2. All went off. It was all going off. So yeah, great weekend of football. We're going into the international break now, so it's a bit shit for a week or two, but we'll be all right. There's not real much headlines here. If you don't care, it's just giving you a bit of insight about what happened in the Arsenal game. They came from behind to beat Southampton 3-1, which was a shock, I guess. Bukayo Saka inspired the Gunners to victory with a goal and 2 assists. That was a big day for him. Cameron Archer took the lead for Southampton. Was you worried when that happened?
No.
No, of course you wasn't. I wasn't either. Gabriel Martinelli and Kai Havertz got the other goals. That's Arsenal's 400th win at home in the Premier League, making them only the second side after Manchester United to reach the milestone. Come on, man. Our little brother's always following behind us, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
All right, then.
And this just wants to talk about this boring, lifeless, goalless draw by Villa. They said Man United played out a cagey goalless draw at Aston Villa at Villa Park, easing the pressure on manager Erik Ten Hag, which I don't think it did. I mean, it didn't pile the pressure on, but I don't feel like it eased it. They've got this little time period there to still think about what they want to do with him. He said he made bold changes in his team selection, dropping Harry Maguire and Alessandro Martinez for Johnny Evans, and he dropping De Ligt and Martinez for Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire, which resulted in a much improved defensive display. Despite the draw, United's winless run extended to 5 games in all competitions, making it their worst ever start to a Premier League season. How can every season's our worst ever start to a Premier League season? Don't they say that all the time? That's crazy.
What, y'all setting new heights?
What, new lows? New lows. But that's about it, man. That's about it. It was terrible. International break, so we'll get through it. We'll be all right. We'll do it together. Is Riyadh this weekend?
Yes, it is.
That's good then.
It's going to be a crazy card, you know.
Yeah, got some boxing to look forward to on Saturday, so that's dope. We'll do that. We'll talk about that next week as well. But yeah, man, that's the end of our sports news, man. Unless you got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, just a quick question. You still Ten Hag in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're Ten Hag again until he's gone?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You've been consistent.
I'm always, I don't change with my managers.
Are you excited watching games?
Am I saying what?
Excited watching games, United games?
I want to say excited.
Do you look forward to it?
Yeah, I always look forward to my team playing, man. There's been like the results haven't.
They don't match the gameplay.
Haven't matched the performances.
Okay.
I was in saying that though. Villa was a bit dry. What was one before that? There was one before that.
Tottenham?
Spurs.
Yeah.
Did we lose that one?
Yeah, you did.
What was the one after the FC20 game?
Don't know.
Villa. Yeah, because the 2 draws. Oh, Porto, sorry, not FC20. Porto, we drew. That weren't that good. There's been, I can't explain it, man. Say that Brighton, first half against Liverpool. I can't remember the other one. There was games where we didn't really get the results, but the performances wasn't as bad as people was making out.
Yeah.
But then in recently, like I think like the last 3-4 games, they've been bad. Like Spurs was bad, FC20 was whack. Like so, it's a.
Have you set a new standard?
It's a mixed bag.
Have you set a new standard for United?
In what sense?
You're saying that first half we were good, but then second half,
That's not a new standard.
performances were good, but we didn't get the results. Is that
I
a new
swear we
standard
went into
for
that. I swear we went into that Liverpool half. That game did we go into the half?
We become the
2-0?
new Arsenal.
No,
That's
no,
what
no,
we used
no.
to be in it.
No,
played
he's
well,
a-
but didn't get the results.
No, he's not playing shit.
Under Arsene Wenger, I'm talking about.
Ah, okay, cool. We've again, I don't think the last few games match up with this, but there's things like stats wise that we've improved.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm trying to say, like
Yeah.
with the like conceding chances.
Yeah.
With just the pressing that we're doing, the chances that we're creating. There's things that have changed from last season.
Yeah.
But the
Positive
results,
changes, doing it.
they would be positive changes in isolation, but but the results haven't been good. So
Yeah.
that's what the issue is. So it's like something's got to give in it. It's either the results and the performances will align and they'll start doing good, or the results will keep being bad and it will fall away, and then you're not going to get the effort and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we just have to wait and see. I don't think it's as it's not as 100% as bad as everyone's making out. I don't think it's not good though, but it's not like say like this little international break, get themselves together. The back line's been moving shaky. Martinez has been moving shaky. Euro could come in. We find a new partnership, maybe Euro and Delit.
Yeah.
That can sort out the back line a bit. The midfield's still not getting together. Colby ain't started off great. Bruno's been flipping getting sent off every game. Still got Casemiro there. Ugarte ain't slotted in yet. The front line's all over the place. So things can change just if it comes together. Like I said, I think it's on a knife edge. It can go either way.
Okay, it could go either way.
Yeah, it could either totally fall apart and just
Yeah.
go from bad to worse and just
Just
be
be
terrible.
the best thing ever.
Not the best thing ever, but it can come together. Like I said, there's little
Tweaks.
shoots of hope.
Yeah.
If you know what you're looking for, if you watch football,
100%. I probably don't.
if you watch football properly.
I probably don't. This is your point. This is your point. I don't watch football properly.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
All right, let's get into that.
All right. All right, cool.
He didn't say nothing worth being done at it. It's a sentiment that a lot of people agree with. No?
This is your segment, bro. Starboy.
No, it's not mine. I love big things. Well, yeah. I don't know what this is about. Click it then, Brent. There's only one
Clicked.
thing. Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Talk about your appearance more so on the.
Oh, I remember Star.
Yeah.
And Buckwild. I remember them.
That's me. So let's talk about your appearance. I'm saying you hit a grand. I'm saying you hit a grand slam. In case
You know, Buckwild and I was cool friends.
that's my younger brother. But now, hang on a second. Again, let me
How
speak.
is Buck?
Let me speak, and then I will let you speak. I said early in the broadcast, you hit a grand slam. I think you'll be on the Joe Rogan show. Any thoughts about that? Please.
Whatever I do and wherever I go next, everybody will find out at the same time, like they always do. If I announce myself, people would know how to stop me.
Okay.
That's number one.
Okay.
See, I'm of a different caliber. See, I just found it funny to hero worship. Jay-Z's of a different caliber. Jay-Z's of a different caliber. You want to know what? He wasn't of a different caliber.
Listen.
when he was,
If you try to mock me, hey, Jack.
and I watched that on tape.
Jack. If you try to mock me, I will take your fucking head off. Slow it down.
Really?
Yeah.
How you gonna do that?
Oh yeah. I'm letting you speak.
How you gonna do that
But
propping up
do
Vlad?
not try to
How
come
are
at
you
me
gonna do
sideways
that
because,
propping up Vlad?
bitch, I don't really give a
He
fuck
lied.
either way about
He
you.
lied on Pierce Morgan.
Okay.
He lied on
We
Pierce
can have
Morgan.
a discussion.
And the receipt-
We can have a
and the
discussion.
receipt is
You
available.
funky, nasty bitch. But you're gonna respect me, or you can get the fuck off my line. I don't need you to go viral.
Okay.
I don't need you to go
See,
viral,
you
bitch.
getting cute. He's looking for a moment, and that's fine.
Put your man on the phone. If you can't,
I will in a second.
talk
I just
like
want to
a
know why
lady.
you're popping up a liar.
never mind everybody else. I'm talking to you right now. You nappy head
Because
loser.
Vlad lied.
I'm talking to you.
Vlad lied.
Never
What
mind
did he
Vlad.
say?
Never
He
mind
would never
Vlad.
have
I'm
you on
talking to
his show.
you, bitch.
He would never
Never
invite
mind Vlad.
me.
Put your
Then
man
why
on the
do I
phone.
have an email of
Put your
him
man on the
asking me
phone.
in June?
See, I'm really like that. I don't give a fuck about none of this.
You know what? That's all
I'll
right.
put
I'm gonna
my
let you,
foot square in your ass.
because you're not man
I'm
enough
really
for
like
me.
that. I'm really like that. Now, do you want to talk? Or do you want to try and act funky? What do you want to do? I didn't hang up. What do you want to do?
Oh no!
Hey, I'm right here. She's done with you, bro. What's up with the disrespect, family? Just chill out with the disrespect. That's all I gotta say.
Is that your woman? Is that your woman?
Just chill out with the disrespect.
Don't try and talk on top of me. We're having a conversation. Is that your lady?
I make sure
Is that your lady? Is that your lady?
Ask Timothy's ability to ask for that 15-year-old girl he was fucking that I can turn over to the authorities at any time.
Do what you got to do, bitch.
Oh, Buck.
Do what you got to do, bitch. Do what you got to do, bitch. But don't call me screaming. I don't give a fuck about you.
I'll make sure she put in her
I'll
report.
put my foot right in your ass.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Buck can go to jail, bitch.
Do what you got to do, bitch.
Buck can go to jail, bitch.
Screaming.
For fucking 15-year-old girl. You like hanging with...
You screaming, is that all you're going to do, bitch? I'm here. Talk or get off the line. Nothing you say means nothing, you monkey. Nothing you say means nothing, monkey bitch. Now, do you want to talk? If not, get the fuck out of here. I've been going viral. You ain't helping me do shit. They hung up. But let's talk about...
Before this particular clip start, he actually asked her not to use foul language.
Yeah.
Before this clip that we're seeing, he actually asked her not to use foul language.
What foul language did she say?
Before this, I don't know. I don't know if it was the F or the B. I don't know. But
what did she say that set him off like that?
I think she said
he
called him a fan, innit?
No, yeah,
but she did the voice
in a mocking voice.
Yeah.
Oh, she was talking. She was quoting him or something and taking the piss out of his voice.
He just went off though, man.
I don't even know how we got there.
Unnecessary.
I thought that was a nice civil conversation. I don't even know how we got there. Who was in the wrong?
See, I knew that's what he was pondering.
You knew that, what I was pondering?
Yeah. He's like, is this a candidate?
Yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm trying to work out what's happened here. Gina, is he in the wrong?
What, for going off like that? Do you know what it is? You're asking the wrong person. Because I can see red and thingy too.
Look. Our resident Moroccan.
Huh?
Look what
Rambo. Jag is done out here. Which one's Jag?
Jaguar. The lady. The black woman.
Oh, the black woman's called Jaguar.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that one's Star, innit?
Jaguar, right. She's a musician.
Oh, was she the one that people were saying she came out and was talking about
Diddy and
Jay-Z recently? Yeah, well, I haven't listened to it though, so I don't...
She's been doing it for a couple of years now.
I actually don't know who she is, to be honest. And I'm not going to lie, I wasn't paying attention to that. There was too much effing and blinding, isn't it?
It's too much.
So I don't know.
I'm not going to lie. I know Star don't really play games. You get me? I've seen, this ain't my first rodeo with Star. I've seen Star go off. So she shouldn't be confused with that reaction, if that's how he's feeling, if that makes sense. If you're familiar with him and who he is, innit? Like, you know, like if he's ready to go at it, he can do it. So,
but was it a proportional response? You know what I mean?
Well, Star has the right to defend himself.
For the Israel line, yeah.
What?
Does his response, does what she did warrant the response?
Unabashed as well.
What did I miss? Because I don't get why all of you are laughing. Nothing. Oh.
Basically, today's anniversary of the October 7th thing. And what Israel normally says is that Israel has a right to defend itself.
Got it.
But it's disproportionate.
Got it. Now I'm in the room. Yeah. I get it. If we go on, he's done out here.
I'm really trying to think this through here. Because it's his platform. That's how he behaves. You know what I'm trying to say? So he's allowed to set the standards for his show. She didn't meet them. She decided to go at him and he's acted accordingly. He said it's disproportionate. I need direction here. So Brent saying this. Brent saying he's done it here. I can see.
Only because I saw the clip beforehand. So he's telling her don't use foul language, and obviously she's kind of mocked him. So one would say, well, anything that comes after will be cool. But I've never met Star before. I didn't know he was like Ramsey. I didn't have a clue. I am new to him. Do you understand?
Oh, you never seen him before?
I never. So
Okay,
I thought it was, this is crazy. And then Monkey B? Like, he strikes me as somebody would punch up a woman. Do you understand? Just off the back of that clip.
He did go crazy.
Yeah. And in my mind, even the exchange, she's still trying to relay the information that, she wants to relay and whatnot. And he's already on 120. Like, his only concern now is making sure she knows, don't come on this platform and look to put a muck in your voice when you're quoting me. Do you understand? So for me, that was just wild. I'm like, this is abrasive. And then obviously she's like, yeah, I did say that I knew your brother, but now I'm going to say that I know that your brother slept with the 15-year-old. Why did you go for that line in the first place? Why were you breading him in the first place saying, yeah, I know you, bro? You understand? So get 50-50, I guess. You can give two.
Where you on this, man?
I feel like, like I was saying, I think his response wasn't proportionate, man. It was too much. But like you're saying, he's known for this though. The guy don't back down from nobody, just insults everybody, and what I mean, I've seen him do this countless times. But she didn't deserve that, man. She didn't deserve that. Yeah, I would have to say him. She didn't deserve that.
You might be right still. You might be right. It might have been disproportionate, to what he done. Obviously you need to protect women, and you need to. You see some people say, "Oh, you can't speak to her like that. She's a lady or she's a woman. You can't speak to a girl like that." I'm not of that tribe. I'll talk to a girl anyhow.
And it feels, bro.
I'll talk to a girl anyhow they deserve. Yeah, and that's what my thing is. If they deserve it, is what it is. Calling all types of B words and everything. But that little interaction there, she didn't seem like she'd done enough for him to go off that crazy how he went, the way he was talking to her all types of way and just moving mad. Even though she tried to double down and she tried to thing, but by that point they was already in it. But I'm just saying, just the initial, maybe her mocking his voice a little bit, or yeah, he did kind of go off. He could have just told her allow it and just shut it down and just been stern and just got off that. But instead he just chose violence and just went all out attack. So he has done it. Yeah. He has done it. Yeah. I think overall, I think he's in the wrong. He's in the wrong. Even if it's just slight. No, not even if it's just slightly. The fact that that's what he's like, and obviously he's a known madman, and I don't think that's enough of as an excuse. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't think that's enough of an excuse. She didn't go super hard for you to that. Man, I was just watching a normal video. I didn't know what the video was about. It was just normal. For it to just derail like that and just go crazy, and there wasn't even nothing. I don't think enough happened for it to go like that.
Not at all.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? And he just drew his line in the sand and just chose violence instantly and just said, "Look, I'm gonna let you know now. I ain't playing your fuckeries." And he went too hard. Yeah, maybe Star's done it. Yeah, Star's in the wrong. Star's in the wrong. He's done it. Yeah. Did we come to the right decision, Brent?
I believe so.
All right then, man.
TD and TNB.
Got to make sure we're on the right side of history,
This
man.
is what I'm saying.
All right, cool.
Wrap up.
Let's wrap it. All right, that is the end of another great show. As always, if you want to catch up, we're letting you know that there's war raging on in the Middle East. Obviously, still going on 365 days after Hamas's terrible attack on Israel. It's still going on. There's still stuff going on in the world, and I just don't know where we're going to end up. But, yep, check out that. Topic of the day was all right. What was we talking about? Stereotypes, absent fathers, black fathers. That went well. That went into it. I didn't see the outrage. I didn't feel too outraged by it, but you know, I get it. What else is going on? The Russian opposition activists killed fighting for the Ukraine. So yeah, there's stuff going on. We had a dilemma segment that was really, really good. I think really interesting, community based. We got people on board from across the pond. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it was a real collective effort, and I think we gave out real good advice for the young king out there. And then that was it really. We never had no word on road because Esther ain't here. Any more guys?
No.
No?
Man United lost.
No, we didn't.
Just checking.
No, we didn't.
Just checking to see if it is your week.
Okay, no, we drew. What else is going on? Dr. Armani's.
Yes. Apparently, I'm not allowed to attend because I'm a man.
Oh, what?
I
Is Jan
identify
alone?
as a man. It's a women's wellness festival.
You can change that though.
I'm allowed to come.
That's why I asked if it is a new gen to come because I could identify.
Amani said I was allowed to come.
26.
She invited me.
She did?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're telling the truth.
You don't believe me?
I don't.
Amani likes me, you know?
I agree. She likes everybody on this platform.
No.
Family.
Not like that.
Bro.
Mm?
Anyway, so it's a woman's it's a women's wellness festival, and it sounds really, really interesting. If I were a woman, I'd be interested in this. All right, so please check it out. I'm gonna be mentioning this all week, man. So.
All right, yeah, man. That's it, dad, man. And then also
Like the video.
Subscribe. Hurricane Kirk's about, so it's bringing remnants to the UK. Don't forget that. Yeah, and then that's it, man. Same time, same place tomorrow. We'll be here, man. Great show, great people.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.